You're listening to the Did You Hear Show.
Yo, morning, folks.
With your host, Jason Garvey.
Yo, what's happening, folks? Today I am joined by my co-host Jay Farrell. Jay, what's happening?
Not a whole lot, brother. How are you?
Not too bad. On the decks we have Martin back after Amelia. Martin, how's things, bud?
All good, brother. All good.
Yeah, Amelia wanted to rob your spot yesterday. Did you see that?
We'll have to have a serious conversation with you.
Yeah, she started out a bit ropey, I won't lie. It's the lack of experience.
She's putting the pressure on though. I'm nervous.
Yeah,
just let her know that.
yeah. No,
I noticed at the very start the camera was just covering her forehead and up, so I think you're all right for now.
But
she grew into the role.
Yeah, definitely. She's a black belt. But today we are joined by the one and only, even though there's two, KHLOE Devlin and Jamie Clarke. How are you?
Good, hi.
She should have got a little. Hold on a minute. Where's? Here we go. Martin's getting sacked already.
Half of that chair is for you, Jamie.
Thanks, bud.
How are you doing?
All good. Happy to be here.
Kind of nervous.
Why?
Just get that wine into
Because
you.
I have a fat mouth, that's why.
It's nothing to do with my type of questions, is it? And how I go on now?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, Jay, most likely, yeah. You asked really out straight, honest questions that I'm afraid I'm going to say the wrong thing. So that's
What way is Jay?
What?
What way is Jay outside of this?
A messer, a bollocks. Can I curse?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, a messer, a bollocks, yeah.
He's great, though.
He is great, yeah. He is great.
Hama hates me. Margaret, how's things?
She's watching.
Margaret, we'll give you a little shout out. So before the show started, Margaret just said, make sure Jay doesn't say this and Jay doesn't say that. Margaret, you're in for a long show.
I had to give him a warning, Ma. I had to give him a warning.
Alright, got it. Margaret, you have to understand. Oh, you know what? I've actually been getting on very well with your ma the last year and a half.
You've grown up, Jay.
I've grown up, exactly.
Yeah.
So, Margaret, put some respect on that name, yeah?
Oh my God. Bored man over here.
What?
Bored man over here.
Yeah, just look, I'm grown up now.
She's
I have
living
kids
with that
and
past trauma of you, that's why.
all. Yeah, like I think I've.
You really must have been a bollocks, right?
Oh no,
Oh, he
I
was.
was.
He was.
You know why I hated her? I don't know whether she knows this. Right?
Let's just show it out.
Hated her,
That's what you
right?
talk about.
This is why I hated her, and I hated your dad as well at one stage, right? So when we were younger, right? Emma's my cousin, everyone, by the way. Whoever didn't know,
Yeah.
Chloe even getting her name wrong.
Emma's watching too.
Emma is our sister. So
Who's also
My
your
friend.
cousin?
Chloe is my cousin for people that don't know. And the reason I hated your man there at one stage was because they used to come over after every Christmas, right? And your mother is Robbie's godfather, isn't she?
Yeah, he used to
Godmother.
spoil him, yeah.
Godmother.
Godmother.
I know, I'm fucking.
Are you on the wine or is she?
I don't know.
I'm
What's
starting
in
to
that?
see why he didn't like you, mate.
They used to come over after every Christmas, and they used to take Robbie, they used to take Ian, and they used to take Adele to Funderland. Who was left at home?
Because you were a
Poor
bollocks,
Jay.
that's why.
Because I was a
yeah,
bollocks.
yeah, I
They
don't
were
blame
mates.
That's
her.
because she knew what she was in for.
I don't blame her.
Literally, I would have started opening people's seats and all in Funderland as a kid, you know what I mean? But that's obviously why.
That's why you were left
That's
at
how
home.
the relationship went downhill.
Yeah,
I used to be in tears. Like, Jay, you've kids. If you've seen a kid on the stairs crying saying, can I come? You'd kind of say, right, you're a bollocks, but you're crying. Come on.
Were you
Do you know
crying?
what I mean? All the time. I used to cry my eyes out. All them getting to go to Funderland, me just fucking
Oh,
seeing.
that's terrible.
What
I
age
didn't
is
know
it?
that. That's
Little
terrible.
rats.
Yeah.
What age are you, 17?
What age was I been? I would have been very young. I was probably too young to even go, to be honest. That was probably the other side of it. But no, we used to be snapping because Keith and Margie used to always bring them, and I was the
Was
one
I
left
alive
behind.
now?
I don't think you were around at this stage, no.
You weren't knocking about.
But then it moved on to YouTube. I used to always have on my YouTube videos. I used to frighten her and all. Every time she walked in the
you?
door.
She was always the victim.
Yeah.
No way.
So many scare cams with Margaret, I
still got them
swear to
videos?
God. I'm sure I still have them
Try
somewhere,
to find
yeah?
them.
He was a bollocks for that, yeah. He used to always scare my mom every single time we were there. Every single time.
She deserved it. Won't be fucking not inviting me to Funderland anymore, I tell you that. So how are you as well?
Good.
We're
All
good,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, your
All
first
good.
podcast.
My first ever
Yeah, it's weird.
podcast.
Have
yeah.
you been, has people,
Today,
fucking
Junior.
hell, what's wrong with me today? Have people been trying to get you on the podcast like other people?
Yeah, I've been asked like 3 or 4 times, but like I've just said no. The only reason I said yeah is because you're my cousin, and I said, you know what, if there's any time to go on my first podcast, it's with Jay Garvey, because you're so good for conversation, and I know it'll just flow. No,
I was only even saying that to Chloe on the way here. I was like, I only
He
met
said
Jay
it.
once. We were in the Ian's Cafe that night, and we must have an hour
Yeah,
just talking.
didn't
joy.
stop talking,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what.
That's what I said. I was
Yeah.
with Kira earlier on, and I was like, I'm going on Jay's podcast, and she's like, who's Jay? I was like, it's my cousin, and she's like, thought you said Ian was your cousin. I was like, yeah, it's Ian's brother, and she was like,
I'm
yeah.
with our cousins.
And she was like, she's like, does Jamie know him? I was like, Jamie's met him once. We were in Ian's housewarming party, and he sat with him the whole night. The whole night, did his talk, the whole night. And he left and goes, I fucking love Jay. I love Jay.
I said the same, brother. I said the same.
And I said, everyone loves him when you get to know him, because when you don't know him, he's a prick.
Well, I can't disagree with that. But
I know. I still think he's a.
that's not true, Martin.
No,
You
I
said
really get
Martin sent me a lovely message last night saying how much he appreciates me and he's
Oh,
grateful.
did you?
Show receipts, man. Show receipts, man.
For a second, you had me there. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, I'm a black belt, that's this.
Show receipts.
So, another reason why you decided to come on the podcast was because you were actually saying no at the start. Like
I did. I said
had
no.
to talk you
I said
into
no
it.
a few times. I said no a few
Yeah.
times, and I said, you know what? I need to just for me, because I was just like, oh, I don't even know. The only reason I didn't is because I said, you know what? I am a blabbermoo, and I'll say the wrong thing,
Yeah.
and then I was just like, you know what? I'm actually sound, and and you know, I'm
Self-proclaimed.
actually a bit of crack, like, so I'll go on. And then when you said bring Jamie on, I was like, oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah,
That'd
well,
be good.
I made that whole experience easier.
Yeah. But no, look, like yous are literally online together all the time now at this stage. So I was like, look, it's
Yeah.
you
I'm
might
just in
as
the background
well.
though, in the
I
background.
mean, the vlogs and all are starting to fucking trickle out. Jamie's following us at the ground a little bit as well. So
I beat it.
Yeah.
My beat was where it all stemmed from, was it?
About
But-
200 followers after I beat it, yeah.
we
That's
actually
only because I had abs though. They're gone.
show us what you have
They're
now.
gone, bro. That's why I still have this hoodie on.
Oh, stop! You're
Baggy
in
jumper
some,
for the
Nick.
win.
We'll get to that. Don't
Past
worry.
tense.
Past tense. Well,
We'll
You should come
definitely.
out. You were supposed to love me unconditionally.
You just continue that.
Chat a moment.
Okay.
Any romantic music over there, man?
But yeah. We actually had, I don't know whether you remember, Chloe, but we had about an hour conversation before I asked you on the podcast talking about your Instagram and fucking your YouTube and all this, because you were only getting started with your laptop and your editing. I don't know whether you
just on the
remember all that.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was asking about my MacBook.
Mm.
Yeah.
You got your MacBook.
I did.
You got your video editing software.
Yeah.
You're a fucking black belt now.
No, no.
Come
The
on,
stress
no.
that
No.
The stress that MacBook fucking
I
brings, I
used
swear
to,
to
my
God.
MacBook hates me. Absolutely hates me. There's something wrong with it. Like, you need to check it out, Jay, because there's something wrong with it. There's
Give
no
it to the
storage
wizard.
on it, and there's fucking nothing on it, and there's no storage on it. I don't know what storage is, and I got like 256 gigs or something for MacBook. I thought that was all right. Like, I know for MacBook it's bigger device than an iPhone and shit, but it's fucking poxy.
That was a very passionate rant there,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
no,
Get used to
RJ,
it.
I am
You, Steve
very.
Jobs.
Am I noticing you are J and J?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, J and J. That's a good.
You love watching the podcast, don't you?
Love it. Oh, it's my favourite.
So she said to Martin there a few minutes ago, "Oh, you're Maria." Maria hiding off in the corner there. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, in the job about 5 weeks now. Now, how long are you in the job actually?
We only had this conversation.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He said 6 weeks. It feels a lot longer than
it
that.
does feel longer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I joined when the break was happening as well, don't forget.
Your
Yeah.
first episode
What
was
break?
Dylan
We
Saunders.
had a little break.
Yeah,
Season one,
Dylan was the
season two?
first one.
Yeah.
We
No.
were-
Yeah. Dylan Saunders was his first one.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Oh, right. I didn't know that.
Dylan
Who remembers
Saunders.
that?
I know him from Ballyfermot.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know him.
Is that one of your body?
No, he's not.
Dylan, just get Dylan to reach out and confirm for us. Won't you, Dylan?
Dylan, you have my back. You want it?
Now we know Dylan. Dylan was doing stuff for what was it?
We hike.
We hype. But what was the broader message? Depression
Basically
and
about
fucking
like suicide awareness and
yeah,
stuff.
suicide awareness, all
Mental
that. So
health.
it was actually a good episode. But yeah. So Chloe, how did this all start for you? Like, because I just remember you and Amy being flat out going on holidays all the time, and I used to always say, how the fuck does this bitch afford to go away to Germany, Amsterdam every second week? And then I think it was around that time. I don't know why. Maybe we can touch on it, but you and Amy kind of went as a separate ways, and I feel like that's when you grew. Now I'm not saying like I'm not saying getting rid of Amy was the reason you
You're
grew.
holding me back.
That's devious, guy.
Straight in, no kissing. For fuck's sake.
You have to let me fly.
No, but that's just what I noticed on Instagram. Do you know what I mean? I noticed that when like you were with Amy, everything was good, but it was like you just went and done your own thing, and then your social media just took off. Like that's not saying nothing against Amy. I think Amy sound like
no, Amy's an angel. Basically,
Is she though? I'm only joking.
Basically, how it all started is actually funny enough, right? I only had like the normal 3,000-4,000 for a girl, right? And I used to put photos all the time.
Normal 3,000-4,000. Well, is that the average? Is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for a girl, it's 3,000-4,000, right? But then when it was my
Is that before or after you get your boobs done?
way before. I don't really know, way before. But yeah, 3,000-4,000, right? And then this is how it all started, right? I put up a photo in this massive pink Opoly outfit, right? With my boobs and my stomach. And, my boobs, my stomach, and my ass not showing, right? My body was a nick back then when I was 20, right? And I put a photo. And back then, like, people, like, when you got 100 likes on a photo, you were fucking buzzing, right? Like, buzzing, right?
What buzzing with 17?
No. But I mean, like, when I got 100, I was over the moon, right? And that night, that photo got 1,200 likes. It went on some Explore page, and I was getting so many follows, right? And then the following Saturday, that was for my birthday, and then the following Saturday was Amy's birthday, because both of our birthdays in November, right? And I put on this massive I think it was the black outfit and then the pink outfit. I can't really remember, right? But both photos got 1,000 likes, right? And that was like so unheard of. Like that was like influencer. But influencers didn't even exist back then. Like it was literally 5 years ago. Influencers weren't even a thing back then, right? And that photo got 1,000 likes too. And within them 2 weeks, I went from 4,000 followers to 7,000 followers. And I sat on 7,000 followers then for years. And then when I was 21, I went to Germany and I sat on 7,000 followers for that whole year. But I went to Germany with 7,600 and in and around, and I came home with 7,300 in and around, right? And so obviously,
take a breath if you need a breath now.
No, I don't need a breath. I don't need a breath, right? And basically then that's how my followers grew. It was just from them 2 Instagram photos. I got 1,000 likes and that was it.
Was Jamie involved in them, Luke?
No, he wasn't even.
Did you not just say that you went over with 7,600 followers? And
yeah.
you came home with 7,300 followers?
Yeah, I did say that because.
So did you lose followers or did you gain an extra?
No, I lost 300 followers because I lived in Germany and no one gave a shit about me anymore because they were like, this girl's gone to Germany, she's irrelevant
anymore.
Yeah, because when I was in Dublin, say for example, right? Actually, 75% of my following was males and 25% was females, right? So when I moved, males didn't care about me anymore because they were like, this girl lives in Germany, this boy lives in Germany, who the fuck is she anymore?
So they can't follow you anymore around Dublin, so you unfollow her.
Basically, so they all unfollowed me. So then when I came home, I went straight into final year of college, and then that's when it all started because at the end of final year, I got signed by Boohoo. And that's how I was like, oh my God, I think there's actually a thing now.
Right.
So how did that come about?
Yeah. No.
So basically, I wasn't a brand ambassador for Boohoo. I was a student brand ambassador for Boohoo. So I never got paid. Everyone thought I got paid from Boohoo. I didn't get paid. I got a €150 voucher for Boohoo to spend on for the month, and I had to do 2 or 3 posts a month for Boohoo, and that was it. But it was very easy because I'd always put photos on Boohoo clothes anyways because I loved Boohoo and Pre-Loved Thing and Misguided and all that stuff. But I was a Boohoo student brand ambassador, and I got a discount code for it, so that was unreal. And out of my 6 months, I'm actually going to put myself in the back for this because I was actually so proud of myself for this. But out of all the people, there was 25 student brand ambassadors for Ireland, Northern Ireland, England, Scotland and Wales. So what's that? 100 and... Quick maths. 125?
Yeah.
Is it?
Don't ask me.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, 125.
Second and third, the maths always on them.
Yeah. So there was 125 people on. I was a top brand ambassador, so I got invited to go to Paris with Boohoo, and I couldn't fucking go because I was going to Rome with this cunt, so couldn't go because the day they asked me to go.
Fuck Paris.
He was the lawyer you didn't go to Paris.
Yeah. They asked me to go Tuesday to Saturday, and on the Tuesday was my graduation from college, and on the Wednesday, me and Jamie are going to Rome. So I was like, well, I missed my graduation and Rome to go to Paris Boohoo because I was going with all these huge influencers, and like I was the smallest one of all of them, and I would have made friends with them and, you know, got a lot of followers and shit, and I was going to Paris with Boohoo. Like, who can say they fucking did that? And I was like, will I do it? And then I was like, do you know what, Chloe, you'll really regret not going to your college graduation after going through fucking hell for 4 years. And then he also booked Rome for Jamie's birthday, so you'd look like a right
How was his
wanker.
birthday?
You'd look like a right wanker if you didn't. No, it was his birthday in April, but we booked it for September. I was like, you'd look like a cunt if you didn't go to Rome for his birthday. So I was like, I gave up Paris with Boohoo to go to my own, but I am happy I went to my own graduation because you can only go to your own graduation once, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And college was an absolute hell. So I'm happy I went anyways and got my little script and got a picture of my gown and shit and all that, you know. I only went for the picture, to be honest.
Yeah.
And
I actually believe that. I believe every
Goes
word.
anywhere.
I literally only went for the picture. I haven't got a clue what happened in the whole ceremony. But yeah, and then went to Rome the next day. So yeah, it was nice.
What did you win off? Remember the voucher for the hotel? Was that off Boohoo?
Yeah, yeah. So that I
When you
didn't.
went there fucking last month.
Yeah, so that I didn't go to Rome or. Where was I going? Paris at Boohoo. She felt bad then and was like, I'll give you a voucher for a
Oh, that's what
hotel.
it's for, yeah.
And it's only used there.
We only used
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Fuck's
Till
sake.
COVID, yeah.
She issued it in September 2019 and it literally has a date on it, and she sent it to me in September 2019 and it was for the Royal Marine in Dunleary, and she was like, this for a spa day for you and a bestie or whatever, and it was €350. And then I was going to use it in 2020 and then everything was closed for the majority of 2020, so I didn't use it until 2021, but I had to keep ringing the hotel to extend the voucher because it wasn't my fault they were closed, you get me? So it wasn't like, it wasn't my
We
fault.
need more guests like Chloe Devlin on this podcast, I swear to
You just
God.
don't have to do any
No,
talking.
she's doing all the work.
Yeah. Sit back.
Yeah, I'll just keep going.
Yeah, go. Fucking go.
So yeah, then we didn't go until we went on 11th of September last week or something. No, 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Just have a good time.
Yeah, it was good, yeah.
Yeah, but Jamie has our standards really high ever since he brought us to the power court. So he went in and he was
Yeah.
acting like some fucking
A snob. I was a
yeah,
proper
he
snob.
was acting like a snob. He was like, could be better lighting in this room.
Yeah, there was
The
two.
room's
That's
all right.
because he's focusing on the lighting for
Yeah,
your
I'm thinking
fucking
of the
pictures.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
He's
it
a
was
black
grim,
belt
though.
influence on
Well, he
boyfriend.
still fucking moans about him, Jade, wasn't he? So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would too, but I would
Sometimes you want
too.
the weekend off, not taking pictures.
Yeah.
But like,
sorry, but you get the whole week off Sunday to fucking Friday when I'm not asking for any pictures because I
you
look
know,
like a scrub.
this one's always
So,
moaning
there's
about
only-
having too much
no,
content
no,
to post.
no,
And then
no,
you
Jade,
just want keep
there's-
wanting
there's-
pictures.
No, there's one day a week, one day a week where I have enough time to put on makeup and look pretty, and that's a Saturday. And every Saturday he moans for taking a picture of me. Do I
That's
ask
because
for-
I'm at been working all week.
No, do I? Yeah, so have I.
Yeah, sitting at your desk.
Yeah. Sorry. He does nothing at work. He fucking fiddles with balls all day at work. He does nothing at work. No.
Yeah, fiddles with balls.
Take it easy tonight, bud.
He does nothing at work.
Me and you, we have the night off, we do. Let them go.
He got off really every day this week.
Don't tell me. You're not supposed to tell the boss.
Jamie, can you elaborate on the old ball fiddling there that you do?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where she got that one from.
He sits there watching YouTube fucking filling out sheets all day and he fucking tells me I do nothing.
What are you fiddling with? I'm a busy man.
And now he is a good worker because Robbie Garvey was supposed to do Wayne's gaff.
Oh.
And
And then he fixed that.
Jamie
yeah.
came over and got the goods
Plug
done.
the
Yeah,
CNL
I have to say,
Yeah.
I have to say, he is really good at his job, and I give him that because anytime my mum ever asks me to do things in the house, which is a lot of the time, Margaret, he does always
to
do them,
Margaret.
and he does them well as well. So yeah, he is really good. And Ian had lots of trouble with his house, and Jamie did it all in an evening. So
Is Jamie a good photographer?
he is, but he's had
And
a
he wants
lot.
to be.
He has had a lot of training.
I've come a long way in 3 years.
He's come
How
a
many
long
times
way.
have you had to take the one photo? You know what I mean?
He doesn't take
Oh,
one
one and
photo.
done?
No, like how many
No.
times have you had to like just say, right,
Oh,
take a picture of me,
right.
and it's 10 times, 20 times, 30
No,
times?
I,
Do you know what
no,
I've got
there's-
into
no,
the habit
no,
of?
no,
It's just like tap, tap, tap,
No.
tap, tap. You just
There's-
move and we'll just keep
No,
tapping.
I
That's what it is now.
I don't
The
say.
hold the
Yeah.
picture.
No, I don't say take one photo and show me. I say take 30 and then show me. And I go,
Oh, I don't like any of them. Start again.
and that's
That's what
why.
it is.
Martin, slow
And I
down that
love-
camera when she does that, yeah?
I
Doing it
love,
anyway. The Baywatch moment.
I love the candid ones. That's the ones that are best. Where the hair is flicking or I'm not looking, they're the best ones. So you can only get them if he's just tapping. So he just tap, 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 and then they're the best ones. But like, no, but to be fair, he always knows about taking photos, right? And usually, like, if it was a bad day or if there wasn't good lighting, it would take 10, 15 minutes, right? But if there's good lighting and he actually participates, he actually willingly participates, it'll take less than 2 minutes. But that's very rare that he does that. Yesterday.
There's never like less than 10
example.
minutes. It's never less than 10 minutes.
Yesterday was like 2 minutes. Yesterday was 2 minutes, and you can't say it wasn't because at the time on my phone it was
That's
yesterday
about
was 2 minutes.
five.
No, it
About 7
wasn't.
minutes.
No, it wasn't. It was 2 minutes. It was 2 minutes.
Right.
Do you know what I love? No, Jake, can I say something, right? Do you know what I love?
Did you hear show domestic violence?
Go ahead.
You know what I love, right? He loves all this Instagram lifestyle, right? And being an Instagram boyfriend and all. But every time,
That's his perks. That's his perks.
once a week when he moans about taking photos, That's the downfall because he loves the Instagram lifestyle. He loves being an Instagram boyfriend. He loves being, Jamie Clarke.
But here,
But he gets asked.
he loves being Jamie Clarke.
He gets asked to take a photo of me once a week, and he moans about it every single fucking time, and that's what annoys
This is
me.
getting
I doubt.
serious.
Jeez, I'm
I'm
getting
go-
grilled
I'm
there.
I'm gonna move on,
Back
but
Jamie.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna
on,
say I'm sure he doesn't moan all the time, and I'm sure he does
No.
take them,
No.
and I'm sure he does take them more than
No,
just a Saturday.
to be fair, right? If we're on holidays, he'd be taking them twice a day, every day, morning and night. He's
But
Does
I'm
he get
drunk at
paid
that
for
stage,
this?
So it's okay. Yeah, we
Does
should be getting a cut.
getting paid for it, and all
the
the
cut.
other stuff you get. What?
I want the cut now.
You want the cool?
10%.
At least,
Get
at
the
least
contract signed.
minimum, yeah, get them signed.
Me bollocks. You know, he gets me in a good mood when they're good photos. That's what.
All right.
That's
So-
priceless, in fairness.
All I asked was, how did this all start? That was
And there
one
you
question
go.
I got.
That's CLARKE Devlin in a nutshell there for you.
This is brilliant.
Oh, stop. Jamie, I feel sorry for you now.
You see the behind the scenes of it now.
Right, now, Chloe, so you said, let's go back, right?
Right.
Take a breath, first of all, yeah?
Woosa.
Excellent.
Just to let everyone know, Jamie looks great,
Thanks,
right?
bud.
He does.
He'll be in his own influencer now if he keeps tracking that bleeding body. Did you see that thing? Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's gone, but them abs are gone.
No, but
Isn't
he's
it mad?
training again tomorrow. So.
Isn't it mad how fast it goes, though?
Oh, yeah.
Versus how long it takes to get on, like.
After I beat it.
I had a six-pack 2 weeks ago.
No, you didn't.
Why are you laughing at?
No, you didn't.
Why are you laughing at?
No, you didn't.
I know I didn't. I only missed.
I know how you feel, Jay. Don't worry.
I know.
We'll get there, brother.
We will. But we'll touch on your fitness now in a few minutes, Jamie. Right,
Yeah.
so Chloe, the 2 pictures, right?
Yeah.
So you got the Boohoo deal out of that. Out of them 2 pictures.
No, not out of empty pictures. Because empty pictures was when I was 20, and I didn't get the Boohoo deal until I was 22.
Right. So
I got my following from them. Yeah.
Right, so your following being about what? Let's say 8K.
Actually, it was 7K when I got Boohoo, right? And then I went to the Boohoo event, which was a huge
Like,
event.
what makes Boohoo reach out to you with just 7K? Like,
Being a student,
No,
wasn't it?
remember I wasn't gonna go, right?
Oh, I thought it
This
was
is
a
actually
fake
a very
thing, yeah,
interesting story, right? So basically, I was in college one day, right, in the computer room, and I got this email from Boohoo asking to be a student brand ambassador, and the email looked ridiculously fake,
Yeah, it looked
right?
like a
I looked
scam,
like
yeah.
I made it on fucking Microsoft Word or something, right?
his mate made on Paint.
Yeah, yeah.
Say nothing.
I know.
We're not going to elaborate on that.
Yeah, we'll leave that one.
Yeah.
We had a podcast before the podcast.
Yeah, we had a good chat before. Yeah.
Yeah, we gave him a nice nearly.
Is it, can anyone who's watching actually just comment? This looks a bit laggy to me on the.
Yeah, I don't know, sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if there's any issues with the live stream or if everything's okay, because it looks a bit slow.
Can
Could
you
be
comment
fine.
on the live?
You can comment
Yes.
on the live, yeah. So if people are watching on the tellies, you can actually take out your phone and open the same video. Did you hear show YouTube page, and you can comment there, yeah. Go on, Chloe. Elaborate on what you were saying there. Apologies.
Yeah, so the email looked ridiculously fake, right? And then it was like a PDF form to fill out. And I was like, yeah, we'd love to be a student brand ambassador. So I just goes, do you know what? Like, there's no harm in filling it out because the information they wanted to fill out, you could get off my Instagram anyways. It was like my name and my email. And it didn't even ask my address, my phone number. And it was just like Instagram handle you had to fill out, right? So I filled it out. And then the next day it goes, oh, you've been shortlisted or whatever. Fill out more information. And we might have an event next Tuesday, right? So I just goes, all right, okay. So I filled it out, and then this asked for my date of birth and my phone number, and I go, you know what, what's a fucking phone number? May as well fill it out. Like, I give me phone number to some bogey people, right? So I filled it out. And I was
Jamie
like,
being one of them.
yeah. So I filled it out or whatever, and I was like, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, a couple of days later, I got things saying that, oh my God, you've been selected or whatever, you're a Boohoo student brand ambassador, and our event is on Tuesday, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, spoof, right? This is some fucking fake thing. And then the girl that emailed me, I went onto her Instagram, and she had 50 followers, and she was following 110 people. And I was like, that's some fake page, right? I was
Yeah.
like, fuck that, right?
That kind of clarified the fakeness for you, like.
Yeah, 50 followers and following 110. I was like, nah, fuck that, right? And then I went on or whatever, and it said that the event was at 4 p.m. in the Ivy, right? And I was like, the Ivy is some bougie place, right? I was like, no one has an event in the Ivy, like, unless they have money, right?
Bougie.
So I was like, what the fuck, right? So I was like, okay. So I rang up the Ivy, right? And I goes, hi, I was like, I'm just wondering, are you holding an event on Tuesday at 4 p.m? Blah, blah, just to try to get some. She says, sorry, that's personal information we can't give out. And I was like, well, I'm actually invited, and I just want to know if it's a scam or not. She goes, oh, that's personal information. I just go, all right. okay, whatever, right, fuck off then, right? So then I
Was
wasn't
one named
going,
Dervla by any chance?
I think it was Karen.
right? So I wasn't going, right? And then
Poor girl is watching the stream. I don't sound like that.
no, I wasn't going, right? And then on the Friday, Boohoo emailed me and said, do you want to pick out an outfit for the event? And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, you have £100 limit. And I was like, she make me pick out an outfit? I was like, okay. So I picked out some co-work, picked out some shoes, matching bag, matching earrings, right? To make sure it came to the £150, like max out, and fucking got me money's worth, right? So I filled it all out or whatever. And I sent it to her and I goes, I'm not going to receive this package. This is a fucking scam. It was so bogey looking. Like even Jamie was like, Chloe, you're going to get raped.
You
You're
got
not
that
going.
outfit just as you're going out.
You're gonna
there.
get raped.
No, he was like, you're going to get raped. You're not going, right? And then on the Monday night,
Don't think I said it like that now.
well,
Along those lines.
I said it like that, right? I thought I was going to get
Good
molested,
boyfriend,
right?
Jamie.
I thought I was going to get molested, right?
You're
So I,
not going. You're getting raped.
You're staying at home.
yeah. So my best friend Rona is a brand ambassador. No, not a brand ambassador. Sorry, she's a influencer as well, right? And we have a group chat where 5 girls from the job we used to work in, and she wrote in it. Someone wrote in it going, "Oh, can we meet up this weekend or whatever?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm actually going out on Tuesday and going to a Boohoo event." And I ran going, "You're going to a Boohoo event on Tuesday?" I was like, "Tomorrow," because it was Monday. And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, step by step, like, yes,
Days after Monday.
right,
Usually how it works, yeah.
right. And I just goes, "Is it in the Ivy at 4 o'clock?" And she goes, "How do you know that?" I goes, "I'm supposed to be going too." I goes, "I thought that was a scam. I wasn't going." And she was like, "No, I'm going. I have my outfit picked out."
But did you not think it wasn't a scam once the voucher checked out, like?
No, but the voucher didn't check out because I didn't receive me clothes yet. So I just thought it was some scam and they were trying to make me look like I was
No,
getting
but
clothes.
surely the voucher, like...
No, I didn't use a voucher. I sent them my links to what I wanted and she bought it for me.
Oh,
So I didn't
right,
use the voucher. She
right.
said, send me links of stuff that you want. And I go, this co-word size 60, shoes
And
size
did she
5.
confirm that she got the links that you sent?
Yeah, but like, I could confirm that for anyone if I was a bogey person.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'd
yeah.
be like, yeah, grand, yeah.
So it was the Monday and you still haven't received the...
No, I didn't, right? And that was the Friday. So Boohoo was like, if it's not express, like it's fucking 2-3 days or something, right? So I was just like, yeah. So I was just like,
Wait
all
around for
right.
that long.
So I was just like, all right, whatever. And then Rona told me she was going, right? So I was just like, I don't know, like, should I go? And I goes, Rona, do you know what? If you're going, I'll go because we're best friends and they can't rob 2 of us. Like, do you know what I mean? If they are going to rob us. So I went to college or whatever on that day, and then I left early at like 11 o'clock and went home and got ready or whatever. And at 3 o'clock, and I was supposed to get in the bus at 3 o'clock, right? No, sorry, at 2:30, and I was supposed to get in the bus at 3 o'clock to be into town for 4 o'clock, right? My sister rang me, Emma, and goes, "Oh my God, Chloe, your Boohoo package is after arriving." And I goes, "What the fuck?" I goes, "No way." So I was ready to hair and makeup, right? So I legged it to my gaff. Takes about a 20-minute walk, right? Got changed, got some pictures and all. And then I was like, okay, I'll get the bus, right? So I got on the bus and then Rona got on my bus.
How do you talk so fast? I'm out of breath listening to you.
I'm getting tired.
She was warned about this before she came on. So I was like,
I'm
I was keep blabbering.
I'm losing weight.
sorry.
She's talking that quick.
Emma said that your master will you stop cursing?
My brain is sweating trying to catch up with you. It's like,
This
wait,
is me all the time.
And then she probably says to you, "You never listen to me." Well, I'm fucking trying.
I'm literally trying my best.
Did my man tell me to stop cursing?
She did.
You have to record her and play it back on half speed.
Yeah.
Hey, you must be bad if she's not saying that to me and she's saying it to you.
Yeah, my man hates me cursing.
It was Emma that said it, so it could have been Emma looking
My
out for you.
man, no, my man hates me cursing. But anyways, then I went to the event and
Then you went to the event, go on.
it was a full-on event. We got to stay overnight and all. We got to stay overnight in these big apartments. They rented out 5 brand
I forgot
ambassadors
about
per
that now,
apartment.
yeah.
Did you stay or just?
No,
No,
but it was just a lot of girls.
It was
wasn't
25 selected girls.
That's
from
what you
Ireland.
think.
it? Don't say that.
You missed the Boohoo boys. That was that.
Oh, man.
That's
Was
where
that
the
around
body
at that
count
time?
went up.
So yeah, it was 25 selected girls from Ireland. So only 3 girls were actually from Dublin, and the rest were from Cork and Limerick and Kerry and all. Like, it was mad. But yeah, we all stayed overnight and all. And then I put up so many photos, and all the girls were sharing me, and I was sharing them. And all. I went up to 8,000 followers on that night, and I remember being like, "Oh my God, I was on 7,000 followers for so long, and now I'm at 8,000."
Made it.
Yeah, and then
Baby, we did it. Yeah.
and then from
Break out the
then,
red panties.
and then from then on, a year later, I was on 10k, and I was like, once you have a K, now I mean something. Do you know what I mean? So I don't just get the K for nothing. So then, yeah, I got the 10k, and then then we went into lockdown, and then in lockdown, I started doing loads of IGTVs. I was so scared to do IGTVs, so I just thought that they were like real
Right.
techie or something.
Slow down a little bit, right? So you got the 10k after the Boohoo night.
No, 8k.
8k
Yeah,
after the Boohoo night.
10k was a year later.
It was a year later.
Year later, yeah.
Right. So
Was it?
Yeah, it was long, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think it was a year, though.
you went from 10k to about 20k pretty quick though.
That was after lockdown 1.
No, it was the same year. I got 10k in 2019. Yeah, same year. Same year, yeah, same year.
Yeah, but
I
that
got
10 to
10
20 was
I got
very
10k
fast.
in that November and 8k in that April.
So what do you put down being chosen for a student ambassador? Like, do you put it down to just naturally good looking and a decent following, or what? Like, why did they pick CLOE Devlin?
You have to be a student and you have to be into Instagram and into taking photos in your outfits and stuff, and you have to
Which is 99% of college students, I'd say.
not really though. Like there's a lot of college students that would just come to college nice and not put up Instagram photos. Do you get me? But you had to have the targets of hashtagging. What was the hashtag?
Were you doing all that by yourself?
Queens on campus is what it was called. Queens on campus. What do you mean doing it by myself?
Like, were you so
Hashtagging
before you got the Boohoo deal? Would you been hashtagging out your photos and like tagging and?
I took outfit photos all the time, no matter what, because I
Yeah,
I
but
got
he's asking you, did you
I got
put up
dressed for
hashtags?
Instagram. Like I put on nice outfits and nights out for Instagram naturally. Like just for
Yeah,
so my
but the
friends-
like the hashtags and stuff.
I
Yeah.
didn't I didn't hashtag ever really.
Right.
Like I don't do hashtags because I just
Still,
no, I don't do hashtags. I don't believe in them.
you
Believe
you
But they
definitely
exist.
you definitely should, Chloe. You
Why?
definitely should because
That's
we-
expands your
no, that's a
image.
conspiracy. No,
it's not. It's
Yeah.
not. Woo.
I'm not hashtagging out. Hashtag blonde. Hashtag influencer. Hashtag Dublin. Hashtag no. What am I supposed to hashtag? Hashtag smiling. Hashtag happy. Hashtag Sunday.
No, you hash like so. If you're doing for example, if you're doing a brand sponsorship, you hashtag like fucking the brand.
No,
and
only if it's a term to hashtag it. Like when
Right.
I was
Yeah,
a
but
brand
not on
master
normal
for
pictures, you
some like
wouldn't do it.
no.
you should start.
No, if
Trust me, it'll benefit you.
Yeah, but
Like it goes up the algorithms, you know what I mean? Even tagging even the more likes you get, you go obviously faster up the algorithm. The more comments you get, so you want to be like, even little things like responding to every comment if you can. Like what I would do if
Adam
I
said
was
that to
you.
Remember Adam said that to you
What?
about YouTube?
What?
Like if you get loads of comments and you're replying to them because like you
yeah,
have
It's
I do-
more
I do
interaction,
reply-
yeah?
I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
reply to them. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do reply to them. Yeah.
Like what I would do if I was you, like if do you have any form of schedule when you're uploading, or is it just random?
Oh, I tried and
There's a couple of
Doesn't work.
apps out there like that.
doesn't work.
There's a couple of apps out there that's probably worth paying for. The one we use here is Canva. It's very good.
I use Canva for
Yeah.
my for my YouTube thumbnails.
Yeah, so if you use Canva, there's actually a calendar in there. Now I think it's like
No, I
€100
don't.
a
I
year.
don't like apps controlling me and what I do.
But it gives Jamie a free weekend. Do you know what I mean?
Why?
If you
Yes.
Is that phone going to magically take my photos? I don't think
No,
no,
but you have
if you
content
take you
built up.
take a bulk load of content.
No, that's what I do. I have an app called Layout, and it shows my Instagram profile for the next few weeks. I do that already.
Right,
So I already have photos for the next 2 weeks already taken.
right.
Insane.
And do they automatically get uploaded and
It is.
stuff? Yeah.
No, because I choose what day and what time.
Does
I'm
that app do
caption
that
I'd
for
like
you?
to do them.
Yeah,
No,
so
I
you can
won't- I
schedule,
won't-
yeah.
Oh, right,
no,
right.
I wouldn't like an app doing that for me
No,
because I upload them in different times every day.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you why, because there's a certain, like, obviously, now, I know you don't do all this stuff, but if you actually look into your analytics, you can see what time is your hottest time. Like, if you
Yeah,
post this
evening.
time, you're getting the most interaction. Yeah, but it's not, see the way you're saying evening. 7 o'clock, let's say you get fucking 13,000 likes. 8 o'clock, you get 10,000, which, like, you're going to aim for.
Yeah, but
Do you know what I
different
mean?
time on each evening depending on which shows.
Exactly,
are
but
on, or
if you look at your, like, I know
like
it's a
when
lot
Love
of work.
Island was on, I noticed you can't post at 9 o'clock because Love Island's on at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
You can't post it.
But straight after is probably a hot time because everyone's looking at everyone's
Everyone's
story.
what's at the happening,
At
yeah.
their reactions and all, yeah.
That's when I do post. I post at 10 every night when
Yeah.
Love Island was on.
Well, look, I
That's-
can't give
that's
you
everyone
advice. We have
posted on.
fucking 2,000 followers, but
Here, I'm no better, like, do you know what I mean? But it's just.
27.
Am I 20? Yeah, I am, yeah.
27.
I would have said
Yeah, I am, yeah. No, I'm 27. Oh, thanks, Maria.
What did he say?
I would have said 22.
I don't know what age there is.
Oh, following.
Um,
Oh, 22, I'll take that.
right, so then you got the Boohoo deal and your following
No,
started.
I'm not a Boohoo deal anymore. Do you know what? This is actually kind of illegal, right? But
Should you say it then?
Yeah,
Like
probably
they
not.
put it out there on a
Should you
podcast.
say it? Emma, should she say it?
Emma, tell me, should I say it right in, right now?
Whisper
Emma's like my manager. She tells me everything I shouldn't say, and when I put up something, she tells me to delete it ASAP.
Take it down.
Yeah.
It's just going to come in any second now in capital letters. Don't say it.
But,
But no, you need that as well. You do need that.
I need Emma. Emma is my guardian angel. I need Emma. Emma, shout out to Emma. I need Emma so much because she tells me everything I should and shouldn't say. And when I say, do you think I should say this, or are people too sensitive? And she's like, if you're even asking if people are too sensitive, that's
too sensitive. I agree with that.
Someone is going to say something to you. Because I wanted to say something recently about something.
Go on, say it. Fuck it.
Emma wrote back. Hang on. Emma wrote back and said, "Should I say what? I missed that. Just heard you."
I can't say it.
Too late
Can I
now.
say it about the clouds in my photo, remember? The clouds in my Tenerife.
Oh no, yeah, don't say that.
Okay.
The voice of reason.
Tell it after.
I can't say that. But anyways, I was saying to Jamie, should I say that? And he just goes, well, your followers are so touchy, don't say it. And I was just like, my followers are so touchy, they're so sensitive.
That's one thing about Instagram as well.
I have such
too many people
like,
are just.
there's some people that can say everything on their story, and I'm like, if I fucking said that, I'd be bet. I'd be like, how is that girl putting that up? I'd be literally bet, because she's a different following base. I have all ages, but I feel like I also have an older age group, like where people that have like children, or just the older generation, like 30 to 40, I have a lot of. So the things I'd say would be kind of immature for them and kind of like insensitive as well. So things I say, I get all the people replying, and I'm just like, oh my god. And I didn't think it was a bad thing to say, and then when I say it back to Emma was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have said that. And I was just like, people are so fucking touchy these days, like really touchy.
Don't we know it? So we had it recently, and
really touchy, like way more touchy than years ago. Like 10 years ago, I could have got away with saying anything, but these days you can't say anything.
But see, I still do. I just get lashed over for it, but I don't give a fuck, to be honest with you.
I'd be cancelled. Be cancelled.
You know what?
But you can't be. Cancel is nothing. Cancel isn't a real thing.
Do you know what? There's no such thing as bad publicity. Bad publicity is good publicity.
People just want to try and put this thing on you where you can kind of like, they feel like they have power over you when they don't. They really don't.
Here, have you ever read Tattle?
What the fuck is Tattle?
Tattle?
We didn't know about this now only until recently, but people just give you abuse on it.
I probably shouldn't say this.
Oh, I think I did. You know what? I think this County Jolie has had some fucking. I don't know whether it's that. Remember, I was telling you the girl Anna and Jonathan that are coming on. I don't know whether it was the same app, but I heard of an app where people just literally go on and roast YouTubers.
I don't think it's an app. But anyways, it's a
website, a forum.
Yeah, forum.
Yeah,
it's a
it could be
forum
that
where you
one.
can type in one influencer's name. For example, I've typed in a lot of influencers' names, and I've read a lot of their shit, and I was like, I learned.
What was the worst comment? Go.
The worst comment.
The worst thing you've seen on it.
I can't say.
Oh, you're not saying it.
Yeah, no, because
We're only reading.
You don't have to mention their name.
Go on.
No, I can't.
No, we leave her. We leave her. We don't make her do things.
The minute I say it, people will know who I'm talking about, and I don't want to say about the person because it's not nice.
Bottler, but go on.
I am a bottler when it comes to this forum.
I know, you're right. The forum is Emma's probably saying, Jay, fuck off.
The forum is so mean. It's for example, right, one person wrote on it about me, right, and this is actually, it's not funny, right, but it's like, actually for fucking real, like, right, I put up about the children in Yemen, you know, the children in Yemen, they're starving, and that all the other army, not the other army people, the people that are invading Yemen are not letting food drop into Yemen, because the minute that the airplanes are coming in with food to drop in, they're shooting the airplanes, making them blow up, and they're taking the food instantly, so all the children starve, right? And I put in this the swipe up to donate to Yemen, right? And I donated €20 to Yemen, and no one knew I donated €20 to Yemen, right? But anyway,
you do now, yeah.
Yeah, but I put in that.
What did you donate, Jamie?
Nothing.
50.
It's on that Sparks wage, that's what that is.
Everyone was sharing about Yemen, so I said, I'm going to do my part, my little bit of platform that I have, and I shared it, and I said, donate, even if it's €1, €2, everything counts and all, right? Some fucking, anyways, went on, bitching at me on Tattle, saying that, she can donate to Yemen, but she still wears Boohoo clothes, because they're made in sweatshops, apparently, and I was just like, can't do anything.
You'll never please everybody.
No, can't do anything. And I know, like, Pennies, Zara, like, people wear Zara thinking they're not made in sweatshops either, but they are. Do you know what I mean? They are, right? Pennies.
Every fucking thing we wear on you, like MacBooks and all, fucking people overworked in China.
MacBooks, Nike, Zara, Pennies, Bershka, everything is made in sweatshops. And, like, what else am I supposed to wear? And I understand it's such a bad thing to say, and I'll probably be hated for this if I say it, but, like,
are you sure you want to say it then?
No. No, I won't say it. But everything is made in sweatshops. Like, give me.
Just be careful, because I don't want your man Emma saying, Jay, you ruined her. You cancelled Chloe.
I try to be as environmentally friendly as I can.
I know, but you're better off staying out of politics.
No, but
when your fan is when your fan base is like that, whereas.
But I see other influencers that are so into like not supporting sweatshops, and all they do is shop on ASOS and Zara. But I'm like, how are you so into not supporting sweatshops when everything from Zara is made in a sweatshop? Everything. And I see some, like, all these influencers only shop in ASOS and Zara. But you telling me the Bershka that is stocked in ASOS that you're buying is not made in a sweatshop.
Who do you want to call them out, Chloe?
No, I'm not calling them out, Jay.
We need some influence.
Well, you all probably know who I'm talking about. You all probably know.
The people that are watching that now, we haven't a fucking clue.
Would that be a
No, I'd
reason?
say they know.
Would that be a reason why you went off Twitter as well? You were saying beforehand that you didn't have the best
In our
experience
pre-podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went off Twitter just because of pure hate, because you cannot say anything on Twitter without getting backlash. I used to write a tweet, right, and then store it in my draft for about 3 weeks, right, and then I'd look on it and I go, do you know what, Karen from around the corner might have a problem with that. Do you know what? No, that's a little bit too
That's
pushy.
a shit way to live, though.
Yeah.
You're probably
Exactly.
going to offend
I would.
somebody.
Constantly
but
thinking about what people are going to say.
Exactly.
No, but yeah, I have to, because otherwise I'd get so many quote tweets and so much backlash from
But
it
you don't.
that I would cry myself to sleep over all the hate I get, and I'd just be like, no, I can't. And you can say, oh, you have a platform, and you should be built for that. No, just because I have a platform doesn't mean I should be built for all that hate.
Can I just say, right?
What?
Me and you both know your following has grown for your realism.
Yeah.
By not giving a shit, by going on without makeup, and by being you.
Yeah.
So is that not taken away? Like, are you stuck on, let's say, 27 because of your lack of...
I used to be unbelievably real on my Instagram, and that's how my Instagram grew.
Don't
so
say you're
much.
fake now. People will stop
No,
following
I'm
you.
not fake, but I can't be as open as I used to be, because I used to just put up all these thoughts. I
Is
used to
it a
have.
fear of...
Oh yeah, it's a major
Fear of just getting abuse.
No,
That's
but
what it
it's
is.
not a fear of Karen and Karen's next door neighbour. It's not a fear of that. It's a fear of just getting people being like, oh, I thought you were different. I used to get all this. You're not my inspiration anymore. I thought you were different, and I thought you were this and that and whatever. And then I'd start thinking myself, oh my God,
You'd question your own
Did I really
values.
offend somebody? And all the people that said stuff to me, is there other people that are thinking that stuff about me and they don't think the same as me? All this crap all the time, and then it would just live in my head for days, and I'd like not cry. I wouldn't really cry over it, but like Jamie even says
Definitely would affect her.
Jamie even says, how does your mind even sleep? How does your mind even think like
She
that?
has no shut off.
No,
Like, it's just
no,
constantly
he's
going,
like,
go.
your brain works in mysterious ways. Like, how do you even think of that? Like, and I just do, because I just have such an, I don't know.
She already
such a-
thinks about what's going wrong before she
Oh,
gives
Yeah,
even a
that
reaction.
can't be healthy though, Chloe.
Ah.
Like, look, right, perfect example,
no, but
right?
I used to suffer with OCD so bad, really, really, really bad. Like, that was such a bad thing that I grew up with, that now I just overthink all my thoughts before they're even public.
Yeah, no, I'd
And
be
now
a
I
little bit
can't.
like that as well. And I was actually speaking to someone that kept on saying to me, Jay, stop, when you have a guest on the podcast, stop bringing it back to your stories. But I just want to try and
No, I
relate
want
with
you
you a
to
little
tell
bit.
me your stories
Yeah.
too, of course, yeah.
So, for example, on the podcast, I would curse a lot. I would be a bit
Yeah.
vulgar.
So do I.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I got
that's-
told off a lot for that as well. That's why I stopped.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Instagram
Emma's still
stories,
telling
yeah.
you off, yeah.
Yeah.
She said she's gonna. Emma said I'm gonna hear from my lawyers tomorrow. But no, like
You're going to be.
that's what I said. I am.
Oh.
What?
Then she said to her as well that she's going to charge Chloe. She's just wondering how much should she charge her.
For what?
For a manager? Yeah.
Yeah, the
she,
manager.
Oh yeah, yeah,
she
yeah.
keeps telling me I need to start paying her. I was like, I know, yeah.
But
Clarke, you ride you apparently as well.
Who?
Who's that?
Joseph
Some board.
Clarke.
That's my yeah, that's me dad. Yeah, my dad only rang me before I was on the way over here.
Oh,
He was
did
like,
he? Yeah.
What are you doing for the evening? And I said, I'm actually going on Chloe's cousin's podcast. And he was like, oh, Deadly, what is it? And I go, it's the DYHS show. And he goes, oh, can I watch it? And I goes, yeah, I'll send you the YouTube link.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Flat
send it
out,
on
innit?
Yeah. So that's it. Shout out,
Don't
Joe.
worry, we're jumping onto your
We love
son
you, Joe.
next. But yeah, no, I was questioning myself, and I still am, to be honest with you. I am saying, right, do I need to tone it down? Now, with the caution, I believe I do need to tone it down, right? Now, I like to think...
Would that stop you getting views and all for
No,
coursing
well,
on your channel?
Well, why do people get so offended of a person? I think it adds
We just
character.
live in a different fucking stage
I
now
think
where
it adds
people are
character.
wankers.
Like,
No,
I
so
love
do
the
I.
way you course. I think it's so funny because you're so common and all. Do you know, I love the
Yeah.
way you course.
Well,
Like, you're common as muck, and I think it adds character to you.
No, but this is the thing, right? Look,
I suppose that's a compliment.
no, it is a compliment,
It is.
and I know what
I
you're
love
saying.
listening to you. I love listening to you, like when you're coursing on. It's gas.
Jesus, Chloe, I'm making
He's calling
No.
that little private estate.
No.
Little deal with you,
I know what you mean, and that's what I love. Like, a lot of the comments I got online when I was doing YouTube before was, "Oh, I love that you're out straight and you don't give a bollocks and all that." But at the same time, I think you need to read your guests to make your guests feel comfortable and the
Yeah,
viewers.
yeah.
So, for example, we're cool, but for example, who's say, give me another name. like Sparky has changed since the last time I spoke to him. Like me and Sparky were best mates. No, he would have.
Sparky lives across the road.
Yeah, he just carry himself a lot better now because he's in a kind of public eye and in a different role and stuff. So he works for the FAI.
What?
The Football Association of Ireland.
Oh, okay.
He's
FAI. Yeah.
Right,
okay.
So he does that. I'm just using Sparky as an example. Susan Doyle is another example, right?
Who?
Susan Doyle is a girl that we had on.
Susan Boyle.
Not yet. Susan Doyle. She lost her son to suicide, and she came on to tell the story about it, right? So the likes of her, I wouldn't be coursing on.
And
I think I personally think
you know your audience. Yeah.
And I personally think like I should continue on being who I am on the episodes that I think like the guests don't mind. Because the viewers, I'm like, I can't please everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and we got like that as well. Remember when like, and Martin always brings it back to this point, when we had Ava on, Martin was like, it's not fucking backlash, it's a few people.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? Like if we think that we're gonna offend, if we worry about who we offend, then what's the fucking point of doing it?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
if we change, it's not going to be organic.
No,
you know
but
what
I think
mean?
on a podcast, you should be able to say what you want to say when you want to say it, because it's just free talking.
Exactly, it's just a conversation.
But like, I can't obviously say that on an Instagram post or like a paid post, because like that's
and I understand
on
that.
Instagram and it's permanent. But on a podcast, it's just conversation.
Podcast
so
is more like get to know the real person.
I feel like I think it's actually the most
stuff.
authentic way of getting to know somebody, because you're put on the spot. It's free conversation. It's not even like it's a 1 minute sentence. It's an hour long conversation. Do you know what I mean? So
me ma is one of the biggest critics. She keeps on saying stop fucking cursing. Now in fairness,
I don't like cursing. My dad was like to me, make sure you don't curse. Cause the reason why I stopped cursing on my Instagram story is because my dad, and like my dad is so like easygoing and stuff, but he was like, you need to stop cursing. And now that I look back on my older stories from when I started talking on my Instagram,
you cringe a little bit.
I cringe so much because I was like, I don't know, like I think when I curse, like not that like I sound any different, but when I'm looking back on myself from like 2 years ago, I'm like, oh my god,
it's just cleaner when you don't.
I sounded like some scummy young one. Oh, fucking this, fucking that, or something. Do you know what I mean? And like, I'm looking back at myself, being like, oh my god, like I can't believe how you. And now I don't curse. Obviously, if something comes out like
you haven't shut the fuck up course in this episode. But Martin hit the nail on the head for me. Martin basically said, Jay, look, there's a time to course and not to course. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. There's a time, like, don't say fuck as a filler, which is what I do. Like, a lot of my course.
So do I, though. It just goes under the radar because you do it louder.
A lot of my course and my vulgar stories are sometimes out of awkwardness. Do you know what I mean? Just trying to make the situation funnier.
I curse so much just for, like, emphasis. Or like just for fillers, I just curse so much just to make the story sound better, and it does. So I find it really hard to not curse. And like my dad and my mom especially, they always go mad, or even Emma, they always go mad saying you don't need to curse there. And I'm like, just makes it sound better.
I brought it back to the kids. My kids don't curse. Simple. They do not curse.
Your kids are angels. I don't even know how to your kids, because they're way better than you altogether. They are like Tyler and Amelia are way better people than you will ever be. But shut up.
But yeah, that's how you know I'm doing a good job. I've learned from my mistakes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And this is how I'm looking at it now.
Tyler?
No.
Tyler. I would marry Tyler if he was.
Not your cousin and a bit older.
It's not some Game of Thrones shit already.
Emma used to say about me when I wasn't fat as well.
No, she didn't. No, she never did. Don't worry.
Oh, that was Darren. Sorry, Emma.
Oh, Emma.
But no, like that's the way I'm starting to try to carry myself now. Was that, look, I encourage my kids not to course, so who am I to tell them not to course if I'm doing it? You know what I mean? So I'm trying to be better, but with the vulgarness and all, I don't think I can lose that. I'm trying though. But
who you are?
You shouldn't bleed.
Exactly.
Being out straight and vulgar and putting people on the spot, that's who you are. So
anyway, moving on, Jamie. Let's move on to you. So when did you get involved with Chloe? What stage? So she was mentioning about the Boohoo deal. Were you with her before the clout, or was only the numbers that you said fuck this and jumping on this ship?
No, so I actually followed Chloe on Instagram for about 2 years before she followed me back. And the only reason that she did is because, how was it? Like, I got my braces off. I had them on for like a year or something.
They were holding you back.
I swear to God, right? I think she followed me back. She followed me back before this.
Right.
Oh, when I got them off, she texted me, "You look great." Like literally that day, you look great. And then we were texting kind of from then. It was on and off kind of for a couple of months, but then it was only
No, it wasn't. No, you're telling the story wrong already. So he got his braces off in.
Right, sorry, I'm wrong already.
No,
Shut out, Jamie. Tell you
So
guys.
he followed me on Instagram for 2 years, and then I followed him back. Right, I'll get back to you now. In a second. let me just confirm it. Right.
Just that calling this the
Let
CLARKE
me
Devlin
just-
podcast.
Yeah, let me just confirm it. Right. So he followed me on Instagram for 2 years, and then about in the October or something, we met each other at Boxed Off for 2 seconds. Right. Like literally, he said to me and goes, "CLARKE Devlin," and I goes,
Who are you?
I goes, "Jamie Clarke," and he goes, "Yeah," and I rang up to him, gave him a hug, swung me around. That was grand, right? That was in October. I was in Germany at that stage. I literally came home for a festival, right? Boxed
Do you
Off.
know the story
And
actually
then-
about me going out to Germany?
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
you told me, yeah.
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
you may as well share it for
Yeah,
everyone else.
no, we'll share it. We'll
So
share it.
basically, then that
You
was
have
it.
to share it.
Yeah.
I moved to Germany in August, right? And then I came home in the end of September, start of October for Boxed Off, right? Seeing him for the first time wherever he was like, "CLARKE Devlin." I was like, "Jamie Clarke."
Yeah, but we didn't talk for months
Talk
after
to him.
that.
See
No,
how you make
no.
that face when you...
I know.
Yeah,
I
as if she's
didn't
better
know
than
him.
me.
I didn't know him. I turned around and I was like, that fella off Instagram, Jamie Clarke, right? And then I was like, "Oh, hey," talked to him for like a minute,
Only
and
a minute,
Amy
yeah.
was like, "This person's on in this tent, let's go." And I was like, "Bye, I'm going to this tent for this DJ," right? Left, right? That was
Did you
in
like him
October.
at this stage?
Thought it was alright, like, right? And then,
I'll take it.
right? And
Was
then,
this braces or no braces?
braces, right?
Right.
And then,
Okay.
and then I went back to Germany or whatever. I was only home for 2 days or whatever, right? And then in the March, he put up that he got his brace taken off, and I goes, "Jeez, he's actually alright." I was like, he's actually alright.
Before you
I
continue,
was
were
like-
you thinking of dumping her when she got her braces on?
No, we actually like them.
No, because I'm a cracker with braces on.
I actually miss having them on. I loved having them on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what Emma and Kira both said, because they bought braces, that they once you get your braces on, you hate them, and the minute they're on, you're gonna absolutely love them, and then you're gonna really miss them when you get them taken off. So I'm gonna miss them when I get them taken off. But anyways, right, in the March, and he got his brace taken off, and he put a photo in his kitchen, and he was like that. Right, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's actually a cracker, right?" And then I texted him, going, "Oh, you look great, right?" Conversation died. That was it, because we were texting each other on and off, like he replied to my story, I replied to his story, he replied to my story, like literally on and off, right? Like 2 or 3 messages, right? And then
So you're looking for a piece of Jamie as soon as he got his braces off.
Yeah, exactly.
no, and
Well,
this
you,
is- no,
you
this
look
is-
great as getting in them
No,
DMs and saying...
This was before his braces, and then when he got his braces taken off, I said, "Oh, he's actually all right, right?" And then I said, "Oh, you look great, right?" And then that conversation died, and a week later or something, he put up a picture of his food, and it was potatoes, broccoli, and beef, steak of some sort, right? And he
Yeah.
said, "Cow, trees, and datoes," right? And he wrote them on the plate, and I wrote backbone. It was datoes, DAYTOES.
She got
right?
a great laugh
Right.
over that.
So you text him twice with no response.
Yeah.
Jamie holding out.
No, there was a response.
Straight to
Right.
me.
But I replied going, "Datoes, ha 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 ha."
As in you want the day.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
And then he replied, and the conversation never died. And 2 days later, he booked a flight over to me to Germany. And then 7 weeks later was the flight, and he came over to me. We had to talk then every single day in like
We
7
had to.
weeks.
That's what kept it going.
We had to, because I was like, his flight isn't booked for.
Was it
and
7 weeks?
This was the 28th of
Oh, you didn't go up to May.
28th of
Yeah.
March, and he didn't come over until the 18th
I was actually
of
in
May.
college at this stage.
So you were definitely saying, "I better get me home and go over here."
Yes, who was. Straight away,
We're not
first thing
booking
back
this
to the
flight for
cafe.
nothing.
He told his friend Dean. What did you say, your friend Dean?
What the hell then?
Oh.
Oh, Maguire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this could be the one.
No, he told his friend Dean before he even.
I thought
texted
you were
him.
going to say something about smashing
Yeah,
there.
No, he
Backdoor
told.
job. Do you know what I mean?
My earrings. He told his friend Dean before he even met me, going, "I'm gonna marry her." Didn't you?
Did I say that?
You told.
That's not where I thought that was going.
Chloe, these are
It
things
really
that we
wasn't.
have to
Oh.
tell you in order to get to the next level.
He
Do you know
told
what
me
I mean?
that. You told me, you said, "Dean, I'm gonna marry her," and he said, "What?" And he goes, "She doesn't know yet, but I'm gonna marry her." And then we started texting, so it was like you predicted it. So I thought that was a real cute romantic thing. Do you not say that now?
Just say yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, love me.
There's CLARKE Devlin, and then there's Chloe from the block. CLARKE Devlin thought.
Ava Van
From the
Rolls
block just comes
2.0. Oh, stop. Right, can we go back to Jamie now?
Oh yeah, I'll let you. Go on.
Jamie, is that what happened, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
So tell me about like arriving in Germany. So
Yeah.
you're texting aboard that you never you hugged her in a tent before when you
Yeah.
had braces, right? Pure Hey Arnold story,
It
right?
was real nervy. It was actually very nervous.
I'd
going
say it
over.
was, yeah.
But you know, flight over on your own, and you're kind of just. obviously didn't have my phone when I was on the flight, so I'm just constantly thinking, how is this gonna go?
Yeah, what
Are
if
we
she's
gonna
in
click
bits
straight
or...
away? And yeah, if she's in bits or not. Oh, but flight went grand. Say when I landed, I think you were in the airport already, you know, were you? She actually came to the airport to collect me.
I collected me, and it was 2.5 hours away from where I lived, so I had to get like 3 trains to the airport to meet him.
On the lips?
Huh?
On the lips.
So when you first seen each other, what was like?
It was kind.
I was absolutely shitting it. I literally.
It was grand though.
He told
like
me he was
there was
sitting in
no
a Starbucks,
awkwardness around.
but
Straight
there
away, it was fine.
There was 2 star.
For me, it wasn't anyway.
Well, I was really nervous. Like there was 2 Starbucks in Hamburg airport, right? It was in.
We'll get back to you again, Jamie.
It was
Yeah,
in
sorry.
Germany, right? So there was Hamburg airport, but there was a Starbucks in the right hand side and the left hand side. So I walked all the way down. Well, I think there was 2, but I went to the right hand side, not knowing where the Starbucks was, and he said he was in Starbucks. So I had to rock the link to the airport trying to find the fucking Starbucks. So I found it, and I.
What were you wearing?
I wore this blue top, right?
I was only messing because you were going into so much detail. She can actually
I was
remember.
wearing this blue polka dot top, black jeans and black boots with a black leather jacket and black backpack. Don't worry, I know, right? And then you were wearing some grey hoodie.
I was wearing a Levi's hoodie, yeah.
Levi's grey hoodie, yeah. Because I remember I walked up to Starbucks and he was back to me and I goes, oh my God, that's him. And I was like, oh shit, that's him. And I topped up and I goes, Jamie? It was like a first date. I've never,
Yeah.
like, I've
it was
never
a different
seen
Jamie
a
to
person.
when we seen
He
the
just
seen each
The
other
only,
boxed
person,
off.
the only Jamie I've ever met was for like 90 seconds in boxed off when I was locked. That's on. And I was like, Jamie Clarke? Hey. That was it. Like, I did not notice.
So
that.
this was that just sober, Chloe.
Yeah.
You done the same thing, just sober.
And you know what we did? We went straight into the shop and bought a load of gargles. That's what we did.
It was actually great crack. We had
It
to
was
get
great.
3 trains back to Horgaff. And we
3 trains.
just got pissed.
We got loads of drink in the shop.
And
we
then got 3
so many
bottles of wine when we got the horse back to the gaff, and you know the story.
Well, look,
Straight in, no
it's-
kissing. It was 7 weeks waiting, so like.
well, that's what I'm saying. It's not like it was a one night stand. Like it was a forced night
No,
thing.
look,
because
I knew
he's
going
had been
over.
texting
we
a
had
long
to-
time.
We had to spend a weekend with each other, so we
Yeah.
were like, I was like, I like this fella. I have to spend 2 nights something. Do you know what I mean?
I knew going over that I really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
It
that
It is
made-
a
that
lovely
made it
story
easier.
though,
Yes.
isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
like it's a nice, like fair play to you, by the way,
Yeah, it
for
was-
going over. Like,
Was I locked the night of the flight? I think I might have been.
I don't know. I think so.
I don't think. No, I actually wasn't.
How did you explain that to your mates? Like, oh, texting this small couple.
Yeah, how did you tell your friends?
You just
you
gotta
didn't
fly
know
over
us?
to her.
I remember I actually said it to me man and Dan. They were like, "You're doing what? You're going over to where?" Because it was Buckeburg and the back arse of fucking where was it, Hamburg or something like that.
Niedersachsen.
Yeah, that thing.
oh, here's the German coming out now.
But yeah, I just told him like, "Look, I'm going over to see the sport."
But it's a proper romantic
Yeah.
fucking,
It
isn't it? Like it's a lovely story.
Lovely
like.
story.
I
It
actually
is.
really like our story how we met because I thought it was going to be met on Tinder or something, but it's
Yeah,
actually a good story. I
Yeah,
like
just
it.
whatever you do, don't go off with a fucking neighbour and fucking ruin everything, yeah?
Nah,
Don't
I'll
go over the
try.
milkman.
Yeah,
I'll try, yeah.
because that is a lovely story.
Yeah.
It
Right,
is a nice
so
story.
you stayed there for 2 weeks?
We done 2 nights.
Two nights,
nights,
sorry,
yeah,
2
2
nights.
nights.
The first night we done in Hors in
And then-
Buckeburg, and then we
and
went to Hamburg for a night.
for
That was
second
a
night and stayed in
fucking mad
Airbnb,
night.
yeah.
We stayed in an Airbnb with what was it? A bisexual that was
No,
with a
so- no, the
transgender
person who
and a gay
owned-
person lived in
No,
another
the
room.
person who owned the Airbnb was bisexual, but he was married to a transsexual and a homosexual, like a gay person, also lived in the Airbnb. So then they had a big, huge orgy that night we were in
Wrap
the
it.
Airbnb.
We
and
were
it
at the
was
back
like,
of the gaff.
It was absolutely
Could you hear it
mad.
as well?
Oh, we were there. I was on the bed while they were having an orgy. Like, yeah, it was really.
Where was Jamie?
Asleep.
Only in Germany.
In it.
You just know it's in Germany.
He was there, and then he was like, "I'm going to bed. You coming?" And I said, "No, this is funny. No, I'm staying for this part." But yeah, it was.
So that's how she knows how to do that thing.
Ah, that's where you learned that from.
And their bedroom was mad, right? You know that.
Just full of LED. Was it LED lights or just a lot of
do you
paint?
do you remember
Luminous
do you remember
paint.
all this? Do you remember all this?
This sounds fucked
No,
up.
but
It
do you remember-
was.
Margaret and
No.
Keith, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I have never in my life seen anything like this room. It was meant. Do you remember all the strings coming from the ceiling?
Yeah.
There was like these neon strings, right? Of like looked like wool, but wasn't wool, right? It's neon strings coming from the ceiling. So it was like you had to go through like this like mad thing to get out of the room, like leg
Swimming
in,
pool.
leg in, arm in. No, but leg in, arm in, like you were like undercover or something. It was like all these neon things hanging from the ceiling on a big, huge king size bed, and they were just on it doing mad shit.
And
Like,
you just decided, I'm fucking staying here.
I just was there.
I
with my-
respect that,
I
by the
wa-
way.
I was there in my drink, right? And I was the transsexual. She was there with her husband, who was bisexual, and then their roommate was homosexual, and he had his boyfriend over.
I don't even know what these things are.
Yeah.
But go on.
Bisexual, swing both ways, homosexual, gay. But then he brought over his gay friend, and then they were all using each other.
Whoa!
Hey, that's what happens when Chloe has a drink.
Hey!
You know what? He actually predicted that would happen.
There's tissues there.
Chloe is the sloppiest person you'll ever meet.
You've never met my sister.
No,
Here,
no.
Adele.
Adele.
Bleeding,
Seals
stinks
the
of Pinot
most.
Grigio.
I do this every time I'm out. Every single time
Spills food on
Spill
herself.
every time. I wasn't
Go,
surprised.
don't mind that. Go back to the orgy story.
Oh, come on, Horny.
I just fucking think that sounds unbelievable.
It
Like,
was
sounds
it was
mad.
actually a mad night.
So Jamie went
I'd
to
say
bed
that
then,
really
and he was like, "You
smelled
come."
I'd say you were snapping, you missed the way. I probably would have been all over you, actually.
Standing there, I'm watching this here.
Jamie said, "You coming to bed?" And I said, "No, I'll never get this experience again. I'm staying up."
So was this happening while you went to bed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
right.
He went to bed.
Yeah, we were checking out the next day and they were still at it.
Oh yeah, I had to knock in.
Hold on, no, slow the fuck down, right? So you were there when it was happening as well,
Yeah.
but you decided to leave.
Yeah, he
No,
went
but
to bed,
it
and I
didn't
said,
start. It didn't start by this stage.
"No, it didn't start till about."
So you didn't see the start of it?
No.
But did you
No.
know
God.
something was happening?
No, I didn't know until the
It
next day.
didn't start
Right.
till we went to the club with them. It didn't start till after.
We actually went out with them. They were
Yeah.
great crack.
No,
Yeah.
no,
It actually was
they
great
were.
night.
Oh, they were a great crack. Elena and all, they were. Elena and Will. They were great crack.
remember their
They
names.
were absolutely great
tried
crack.
to block that
I'd go
out
back
of
to
my memory.
I would go back to the Airbnb
Scarf
just for
alert.
them. They were absolutely great crack. They were.
I'm sure you
unbelievable.
fucking
No.
send me the link. I'll go
No,
over and have a
they,
game.
they were unbelievable people. They were just like, do you ever get when you go somewhere and you just go, oh, them people are just like, oh, their vibes and all. They were just such nice people, and I was like, you know what, you just make me like everything goes with them, obviously, right? And
Obviously.
yeah, we went to the club with them, I think with Will and stuff, and we went to the club at 3 or got home at 3. We got home at 5 or something, and Jamie was like, I'm going to bed, and I was like, I'm staying up, like, you know, just to see what like everything's like and stuff. So we went, and Jamie was like, oh, I'm definitely going to bed, and he's seen all the room, and it had neon lights in it, and it had like, it was all just neon and just weird looking, right? Jamie's like, I'm going to bed, you come? And I goes, nah. And he goes, you come? And I goes, nah, you go.
You
I
were
was
in the
like,
height of it.
Yeah.
I'd
No,
say.
I was, yeah.
You were
Yeah,
only there
I
about
was.
2
He
nights and she
was-
wasn't going out.
No, he was livid. He was in the height of it because I just love like living in the moment and now or never. Do you know what I mean? It's like, when am I ever going to be in an Airbnb with all these mad, crazy people ever again? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you go to bed, be bored, I'm going to stay up, right? And then
He didn't want to be bored, and he wanted to have a wild of a night, and you just fucking let him down.
He wanted to do what the lads were doing. Do you know what I mean?
What could have done in that room that night that would have
Oh,
did
but-
what was going in next
yeah,
door.
do you know what, right?
Exactly.
You know what? No regret.
Basically,
no
Boys in the
regret.
Hood was here, Man on Fire was here. He wanted to be over here, yeah? You went to a different movie than what he wanted to see.
Do you know what though? No regrets, because it was actually one of the best nights ever. They were playing such good music. It was such good vibes.
Yeah, it was the music.
It was things you'd never see before. It was absolutely wild. Like
I can imagine.
And then I went in.
Did you come out sticky by any chance?
No.
That's
and
your
then
cousin.
I didn't do anything.
I'm not saying you did. I'm saying from other people.
I
Like,
didn't do anything.
super soakers all over the gaff. You know what I mean?
I didn't do anything. I just walked.
But the music was great.
Yeah. And then I left and I went in Jamie.
That's one fuck. I did not expect that, but anyway.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
kind of went.
and then I left whatever. I said I'm going to bed, and I went into Jamie or whatever, and then he was like, "We're checking out soon, or whatever." And then I went to go check out, and we had to give the key back, but they were still in the room. And the bedroom was sliding doors, so then I had to slide open one door. I goes, "Hey,
Bye.
so we're just gonna check out now," and they were all naked, 5 people naked. In like, it was like they were playing Twister. They were all legs wrapped around each other and all. And I couldn't even find the heads. I was like, hey, so
Sure, you found heads already.
yeah. I was like, hey, so where
Jamie didn't. He's still looking for it.
Getting back on that flight, the fucking screamers.
Gets enough. I was like, so we're just gonna check out now. And she was like, yeah, honey, come in. I had to come in, right? And I sat on the end of the bed. I just, hey, so yeah, we're just gonna leave. And the 5 of them were like, wrapped around each other, right?
What's the drink now?
Yeah.
That happened last time you went swimming.
So we're all wrapped around each other. I was like, yeah, I had a great time. Leave you good review on Airbnb. Bye. And then they were just like, bye. Hope you had a good night. And I was like, okay, bye. And then we just left. And then I brought Jamie to the airport. And then I got 3 trains home. And that was it. And then I lived in Germany for 2 more weeks until I came home.
Wait,
and then I
don't
seen him
stop
again.
now.
What?
You can stop now.
So how did you find Germany?
It was great.
No, but a question that I have is, so after, like, obviously you only know Chloe, well, you know her a couple of weeks, but you're there for 2 nights and she doesn't come back to the room. Yeah, obviously, like, we can all relate. You're in the height of it, right?
Yeah.
So did you have a little perception of her when she obviously came back and told you the story, everything that happened? Were you like,
was I a bit like, what were you at in there?
Yeah.
Not really, actually. I don't think I was.
5 dicks
I was
and
more,
you were just...
I was more so just like, why didn't you come back to bed with me?
Yeah.
Right, in that way. And
Yeah.
wasn't even thinking of the other situation. I didn't want to fucking know about it.
Right, so when you
I
went...
know, but for me, you can get that whenever, but you can't get that experience again. Do you get me?
Okay.
Well, you can if you go to the right place. There's a place. There's a place around the
What was that
corner
place you were
called
talking about before we started on the precast?
the Waterside Hotel over there. You get a few fucking wild nights.
No, but I'm saying
You've had a few, haven't you?
Be with
Who,
them
me?
people
Never.
in that Airbnb in Hamburg and all. Like, it's just a once in a lifetime thing. And like with them people, they were just such nice people.
I
And they
agree
were-
with you,
they were
but I
so
don't
nice.
think I would have had the balls. I'll be honest, as a man, it hurts me to say this, but I would feel fucked up sitting there watching fucking all
No,
that shit
I
going
loved
on.
it.
Yeah.
No, I
I'd be like,
loved it.
what the fuck?
All I can think about through that whole story is imagine how bad that room smells.
No,
I don't want to go in there and get that room the
no.
fuck away from me.
No, it didn't
Fucking
even smell
sex
bad.
wings and all.
No, so we were looking in their sex drawer and stuff, and you want to see them in the
You
sex
actually
toys they
checked that
had.
out, actually.
Oh my god, the amount of sex
That was a bit
toys they
weird.
had. It was like the whole Aunt Summers in a box. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, it was.
Poor
yeah.
Jamie wrapped one and didn't even get to use it.
And
So busy on the flight home.
What's it called? Mile High Club in your home on the Jackson away home. Chloe looking at him as if he did. Did you? Did you?
You left that part out.
Next question.
Did you?
But so you obviously came home, and then how
Yeah.
long were you home before you got to see it again?
Was it another month?
2 weeks, Jamie.
2 weeks? No, I thought it was longer than that.
No,
2 weeks, Jamie.
Okay, it
Well,
was 2 weeks.
well, that's a good thing.
was you
That's a
came
good thing that he thinks it's a month because he obviously
No.
missed you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You came on the 18th of May, left on the 20th of May, and I came home on the 2nd of June, so it was 2 weeks.
She's like a little Google, isn't she? Like, she
Yeah.
just doesn't forget anything.
No,
I'd
I
hate
know.
to be you.
Yeah, it's non-stop, but constantly
Well,
go.
come here.
Dates and times, I remember. Anything else? Ask me what you were wearing last week, can't remember. Ask me what I ate yesterday, can't remember.
You
Dates
remember
and
what you
times.
wore in fucking Germany? You remember
Yeah,
what he
that's
wore?
what I mean.
Only because I was doing a throw out, like clear out with Kira last week, and she had a hack of that top, and I said I have to keep it. It was there I met Jamie. That's the only reason.
And did you
Remember?
keep it?
What
Yeah.
colour is top?
Blue polka dot. Or
Yeah.
blue white polka dot.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
remember that. You said it 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, I remember.
So what was it like then when you got home, Jamie? Like,
It was kind of weird because
What
you
did
nearly.
your friends and family say? Never told me.
I don't think they really said that. They just asked me did I have a good time, like, and that. it
Going
was-
over some random
Why didn't I
girl
tell
in
you about
Germany,
this orgy you're doing?
well, let me start, right? So
Yeah.
first,
It was a wild
You were
weekend.
doing the fucking wheelbarrow and then all of a sudden hanging from the lights.
Yeah. But no, when I got home, I nearly felt like we were together already because
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you had to lock the DMs and?
After 3 dates, we were in a relationship.
Yeah.
And one date was
I
Germany.
kind of after that holiday, I was like, right, I want to be with this girl. So I was like, right, wait until she gets home. But even when I went back for that 2 weeks that I was at home, like nothing ever changed. Didn't get awkward. You know, if you might have been playing it for a weekend, saying, oh, I'm having a great time, but then when they're gone, it's like, thank fuck they're gone. But no, it was great. It was great.
So given her following and stuff like that, how long are you together? Do you mind me asking actually?
3.5 years now.
Right.
3.5 years,
So
yeah.
given her following and it's rapidly grown,
Yeah.
and you said it's like 75% male.
It
No,
was.
It's
Oh,
not
it
anymore.
was. Yeah, it was,
No.
yeah.
It's 80% female
They're all
now. All the
afraid.
males have followed me, yeah.
They seen Jamie's
Bastard.
body
When
and said,
seen-
"Fuck."
Yeah,
when
fuck
I
him.
seen I got a boyfriend or whatever, they were like, oh.
No use for that anymore.
Yeah,
So all
exactly.
my following is mostly female
Chloe
now, so
snapping.
it's great. No, I love it because all the males that do follow me are just pedos and perverts, and they reply back on, oh, send me
Feet pics. We could
know?
be rich.
And I'm
That's
like,
what I was going to
Yeah,
ask.
Yeah,
you.
jump on that.
Yeah.
Jump on that.
Fucking-
Do you know
Jamie,
what?
if you're anyway hung, jump on OnlyFans
He's
and make a
Some
fortune.
fella texted me last week on send me feet pics, and Jamie goes, send him feet pics.
He's dead right.
Send him feet pics, make him pay for the cinema. I goes, I will.
We were actually going to
Fucking
cinema that
do
day. I was
it.
like, this is a free date.
Yeah.
Just get a picture of Margaret's feet. Not what you thought they were, buddy. Layla, come here.
Margaret's feet, oh, they're like joys, nothing to mess with. No. Boils and corns everywhere. And all
Oh
kinds.
my gosh. Margaret walking around like the goblin out Lord of the Rings. Fucking Lucan.
No, thanks. No, I want to see her feet. They'll ask me for a refund. That's what.
But that's what I was gonna ask you anyway. Like when there was like lads obviously following her and then hopping in the DMs. Now, does that any part where you're like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna blow here"?
No, man. To be honest, I'm not like that.
No, never.
I'm so
He's actually not.
I've actually been very
back.
surprised. Like there's other fellas that I've previously been with or whatever that'd be like, "Who's that fella liking your picture? Who's that fella texting about him?" He's like,
I think that's why it's lasted.
yeah,
like
no,
even
it
just
is.
like I
He's
have
so
friends that are
chill.
girls and
He's-
she has friends
yeah,
that are boys.
he's real,
But
like,
I'm
They're
whatever.
texting
Text
you,
me.
but I'm with you, and they're not meaning anything to you. So like, he's so confident in being with me that like, he's so much
It's
trust
just
in
it.
me.
Yeah, it's trust
Yeah,
more
he's
than
so
that,
much trust in me that like I'm into him. He's really like,
Well,
who even are they? You're into me. So fuck
Let
them.
me ask you this, because this is something that I would still, and I'm not comfortable saying this to be honest with you, but I want to know if it's a flaw in me or. I don't agree with people being friends with ex-partners. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
I
I
think
know
it's
what you
very dangerous to continue talking to someone you had a sexual relationship with, even someone you
Yeah,
slept with, not
yeah.
even an ex. If you slept with someone and you still like, yeah, let's say they text you and you text them back and he's talking on a night out, I disagree with that. Me personally,
The difference comes into situations like us where we have kids. Do you know what I mean?
no,
My-
no. Even if I didn't have kids, I think it'd bother me.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
if you're
it
out to being
would.
sexual
No.
with someone and you're over there talking to them,
Yeah.
like, you shared an intimate moment, and I'm left over here, let's say, talking to me
Are
mates
you
while
talking
you're
about
talking to-
like publicly or just actually being friendly with someone? What context are you putting?
I'm
it in?
talking about any form of communication, if I'm honest.
So if you're at a house party
No, well,
and
no,
you're
he's
having
gotta
a
be like
one-on-one
friends
or
with
what?
Sean. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, sorry, that's different. That's
what I mean, like.
yeah, that's the mother of your kids. Yeah,
That's what I'm
sorry,
saying.
I thought you meant like only people that talk to Sean.
No, if that's a mother
No.
of your kids, that's completely different.
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
It's completely
yeah.
different, yeah.
But like, for
See,
example,
if we're in a relationship and he's talking to some girl that he had sex with before or whatever,
Yeah.
and would I get jealous? Yeah, I would definitely, yeah.
yeah,
but
But I
yeah,
never,
we're saying
but
both ways.
I
yeah.
don't know. I know his body count and he knows my body count, but
you
I
got to that question before me.
I do, yeah. I know his body count and he knows my body count, but
So
I
he's
don't.
very open.
No, but I
Yeah,
don't
but that's
know
the only-
who that body count is.
Right.
And he doesn't know who my body count is. So I don't know if I've ever came into interaction with someone who he has sex with,
Right.
except for his ex-girlfriends or whatever.
Right.
But his ex-girlfriends, I'd be friendly with them, he'd be friendly with them, but it wouldn't be in a way that would bother me, if you get me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it never gets like
And he'd
where
never
you're
be
flirting
like,
with them.
he'd
you know
never
what I
be
mean?
like,
you
flirting
say
with
hello,
them.
yeah, but like
Yeah, he'd never
wanna
be
keep
off
it
having
short and
like
sweet.
personal
Yeah.
conversations with them or be off flirting with them. It'd be like a politeness. And
Yeah,
I'd
no,
be polite
yeah,
with
no,
them.
I agree with
that's it,
that.
I'm not, I
But
wouldn't,
no,
I
but
wouldn't
the-
go out
but
and
the same with me as
go out
well.
my way to be real to
Anybody-
someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody who I've ever had sex with, he's never came into interaction with except for that one person that we previously talked about.
Right, and we won't touch on that
Yeah.
now. But no, and I do mean like, so hello and a quick I hope you're well. That's grand.
Yeah.
But like texting on Instagram and all
no.
saying like that's the shit that it's like no.
He'd never text any girls on Instagram ever.
No, I
No.
don't.
And not that I ever check his phone. He's just so open, anyways.
Like, you
He
know,
never,
some
and
lads
I
could be
wouldn't
like,
either.
if you ask me for my phone and someone are like, I just have to change something.
No,
Yeah.
listen,
here, or-
I'll
or
be honest
English,
with
yeah,
you.
whatever. I don't
I'll be
care.
honest with you. I never had anything in my phone in my past relationship. Hated handed it over. I don't know whether it's the filth that the lads talk or if there is a video maybe.
Sometimes the majority of the stuff that can land you in trouble is
It's the
just the
shit that's put in
conversations with the
chats,
mates.
yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Like as well, Gav, because I just like the filth that comes through them. Like,
Yeah,
WhatsApp, you know what I mean?
yeah.
The WhatsApp
And like
chats are dangerous,
I've
yeah.
absolutely nothing to hide now. Don't get me wrong. I could have like a message from 2011 texting the next board or something, and fucking to be murder. But I genuinely hate handing me phone over, and the fact that you love it is definitely a big bonus.
We've
I'm
actually
assuming.
never ever gotten into an argument over what's been on your phone and what's been on my phone.
No, because
No, never.
I'd never have
I
anything.
never have texted anybody who I've ever had sex with or any ex-boyfriends at all, and he's never texted anybody who I don't know who he's had
Good.
sex with or
Keep
any
it that way.
ex-girlfriends. I don't know who he's ever had sex with, or he's never texted any ex-girlfriends in front of me. And if he has, it's been a conversation that like is literally like so casual that I
Yeah.
can't go mad
Yeah, no,
over. That
that's
I'm
fair
real
enough.
like, yeah, whatever.
It's just
like,
something that you just.
it's just
Excuse me,
so
excuse
like
me.
it's just so genuine or,
Yeah.
or like casual that I'm just real like what's the point in going mad over that to get me? So like he'd hand over his phone, no bother, and I'd hand over mine. But there's no
It'd
boy,
never be a
there's
case of that.
There's no boys in my DMs that aren't perverts. To get me?
Can I ask you
None.
another question, Jamie? Then,
Yeah.
and be completely honest with me, right? Does part of you trusting her Like, does it benefit you that she is kind of a public figure, if you like? Because she cheats on me, she get found out pretty quick. Like, is that a part of like? I'm
pretty sure he doesn't think about that now because that's
I would.
The thought wouldn't even cross my mind, genuinely.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Right,
would it though?
Would have crossed your mind?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Would you be like, if you cheat on me?
When you think of someone has a big following and like obviously she's a good looking girl and loads of lads probably DM her, it would come into my mind. Look, if that does happen, I'll find out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like people.
I wouldn't for me though. No, it wouldn't for me.
I've never even thought about it, to be honest. But I probably would be able to find out.
That sums up the trust that you have. The fact that you've never thought about it.
Would you get a few every day?
Respect that, Chloe.
What was it, man?
Would you get a few every day? Few DMs?
What? Perverts, like, oh yeah. No, not
Don't
a few
hold
every
back.
day. Like one or two every day, but not every day as well. I mean, like a few a week maybe.
What's the most random text you've got?
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know, like how smelly are your knickers or something? Like just like that would be just disgusting.
Jamie,
like,
why didn't you text Jamie that question?
No, but it'd just be like people begging me to PayPal me for my knickers or something, like, and I'm just like, what the fuck, like, what do you want my smelly knickers?
People are doing it in Dubai.
It might be weird.
Making themselves to you are unbelievable.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna start selling my feet pictures. If you want my feet pictures, DM me because I'm starting to sell them. Because I actually have cracking feet. I've got me white toe polish on. I'm ready for it.
I didn't plan on asking this question, right? But I'm gonna ask it while we're on the topic. Have you ever considered OnlyFans? Now, before I finish, right, I don't mean full on OnlyFans because I know the two of you have too much respect for yourselves to do that.
I have, definitely, yeah.
You've considered OnlyFans?
Yeah, definitely.
To what extent, like?
She'd nearly ask me, will I just make one? Will I just make one? I was like, no, don't.
Like full on
Look,
OnlyFans.
if you want to do whatever you want to do.
My friends that have OnlyFans are making $500,000 per year after tax.
Would you not? Right, I see where you're coming from, Jamie. But would you not do OnlyFans and just keep it clean?
You can't.
How can you keep it clean?
No, you won't make enough money keeping it clean. There's no point.
Is there not?
You need to get down and dirty to make money off.
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
look at Ava Van Rose. She makes fuck all. Do you know what I mean?
You need to get down and dirty. My friends get down.
Does she not? She
dirty.
told us she makes a lot more.
No,
that's a lie.
No, but you need to get down. My friends.
Shots fired.
Dig.
My friends have OnlyFans get down and dirty, and you need to get down and dirty. You need to have.
If you want to make money off it, you have to be a
fake
filthy.
relationship with your
No,
but with your subscribers, you need to have a fake relationship and pretend that you actually care about them for their own fantasy to make money off.
Yeah,
them.
true.
You can't just put pictures of you like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. So it's you're better off being single doing it.
You need to put up girl on girl or you full on naked to make things work. But my friend that has an OnlyFans, she gets her fella to film everything for her, and it's fucking cracking. Like, they go off fucking splurging, shopping trees.
That's a bonus of it, but at the same time, if your fella respects you, in my opinion, no disrespect to your friend, but in my opinion, if your fella respects you, he won't allow it. Yeah. That's the way I see it.
And it is shit because we'd make so much money off me, like, let's be real, but like...
And Jamie. Let's talk a bit more about Jamie, right?
If me and Jamie did a couple's OnlyFans, we'd be rich by now, but so look...
This is what I'm saying.
I wouldn't do that to myself.
I would do it now about it, but he won't.
Imagine, right? We have kids, right?
Exactly.
They look at that's what I always resort back to.
Sit down and watch how mommy and daddy made money.
But here,
watch mommy and daddy fucking make you.
But here,
exactly.
As much as I agree,
you have your big huge mansion. Mommy and daddy made money. That's what.
But yeah, as much as I agree with that, what you're saying, I obviously agree with Jamie's side more. But when you look at the likes of Kim Kardashian and all, like, you kind of say, yeah, that
was a big break.
Do you think Northwest is complaining? I don't think so. No. Wear a Louboutin jacket on our back. I don't think so.
You do know you're comparing yourself to a billionaire, don't you?
Yeah, I do, and I would be as well if he committed so.
We think you need to stop drinking that wine.
Oh, stop!
You know that car's got to be like on the way home, but you're really not considering it.
Lads, you are going to get a link later. Chloe, Jamie, OnlyFans.
Here, I've asked him many times, could we do an OnlyFans?
But here, right?
No, he's right.
Yeah, right. All jokes
right.
aside, if it came down to it, would you do it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so like,
I don't agree with it.
So like, say the Instagram thing just wasn't working anymore.
No,
say like you're losing your following or whatever.
You need Instagram to work for OnlyFans because you need a platform to grow your OnlyFans to make money as well. I feel like your OnlyFans would only grow if you have a platform.
Whoever's watching, make sure you share it on social media. Share it on social media. This is not ending anytime soon, so share it everywhere, wherever you are. Like, comment, subscribe.
I can go for 3-4 hours here.
Yeah, I think we know that.
I think we've only asked 4 questions.
The rest of it's just been Chloe.
There's still a few questions to ask, yeah. But Jamie, I want to move on to you because
Come on, I'll stop talking.
We've tried that half an hour
just
ago.
you go asleep for about 20 minutes. We'll wake you up in a few minutes. What?
I'll just hit the magic red button on the blue and white here.
Yeah.
I'm the blue and white.
That's the whole point.
Jamie, I want to. Obviously, the main reason I wanted you on wasn't just for company for Chloe, because you had a whopper journey yourself. So you were never really overweight.
No, see, I was always training from like 16 onwards. I was always kind of in the gym. I done CrossFit for 2 years. Loved that. Then it was actually, I'm not blaming Chloe here, but when I kind of started seeing Chloe, I was working late. I kind of had to make time for my girlfriend as well. So kind of went away from that, started just doing normal, going to the gym. But then I was doing that just normally for 2-3 years. And then lockdown came along and I just put on so much weight. And then when I was kind of coming out of it, one of my friends that I only started with, the lad that I'm training with now, Josh, and from there I was like, look, I want to get myself, I had a goal, I had Ibiza, but we didn't actually know that we were going to go to Ibiza, first of all, because the way COVID was. So I was just training for myself, first of all. Right. But then kind of everything kind of, you were able to go away. So I was like, right, this is the goal now. I was going to do 12 weeks with him, ended up doing 19 because Ibiza was going ahead. Yeah. So you
wanted to get in tip-top shape for Ibiza.
Tip-top shape. Ended up losing 22 kilo in the end. So really enjoyed it, but it comes back to the lad that I was doing it with, Josh. It made everything easy. I was never really struggling. You know, when people on diets and they're like, they're starving. They're just about.
He made it easy for you, so you didn't.
Yeah, exactly. He broke everything down. All I had to do was tick the boxes, and I always still had 5 meals. Yeah, they were just smaller, and spread out throughout the day.
How hard is that when this little fatty beside you is getting a curry every single night?
I am not joking. This girl eats a takeaway 300.
I know. Every time I look at her, I know.
I look at a McDonald's.
It's always how it works.
Yeah.
But that's your doing that's keeping the weight off her.
Is it?
But no, honestly, Jamie, fair play to you. And obviously, what's your
fair play to him?
Yeah, no,
when
we can't say this.
When I was eating crisp and jelly,
do you know what made it? Do you know what actually made it easier?
Krispies, and he loved it.
What made it easier was people saying, "How are you doing that?
Yeah,
how are you still doing that?" That actually made it easier for me because I'm doing it because
you wanted to prove them all
because you
right.
can't.
Yeah,
this is why I'm doing that.
Yeah,
just not even to say because you can't, but it just.
You won't.
I didn't want to stop.
You can, more so.
Yeah, exactly. So
no,
I had that.
Every single family member, my uncles, my granddad, my nana and all said, how is Jamie doing that? Especially me here as well.
But that
did you ever feel guilty, Chloe, eating in front of me?
She didn't.
No, but I did.
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
Not for a second.
No,
you didn't till the first bite.
No, but I did the first 2 weeks when he was sitting there. All he had was some nights he had 1 Rice Krispie bar, or some nights he had 2 Rice Krispie bars. If you were spoiling himself,
they were the good nights. The 2 Rice Krispie bars.
If it was his night that was it you're training or not training nights, you're allowed to have 2 bars. Training?
Non-training days.
Non-training days, he was able to have 2 Rice Krispie bars, right? But on some nights he was able to have 1 or 2, right? But when I was there, I'd have my ice cream or my crisps or my jellies or my Cheetos or everything, right?
You are a little fatty. Like every time he goes to shop, it's like a bit of everything.
Oh yeah, you have to get chocolate jellies and crisps.
You have to get something cold.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
You have to get something cold, ice cream or yogurt. You have to get something savoury, so your crisps. You have to get something sour, so your jellies.
No, I agree with that 100%.
You have to get chocolate as well. And you have to get
no point in half hours getting a little bar of chocolate.
You have to
go for the share size every time as well.
You have to get a crate of Coke Zero and you have to get a sweet drink too. So we always get Ribena, the light one, so that's the raspberry one, or we get our pink Lucasade or whatever, you know. But yeah,
this has gone from fitness journey to munch list very fast.
That's what we get every time we go to Super Value, right?
But that's why that's going to stop because I'm starting back with Josh now
tomorrow. I can eat that around him, but like we get a bag of like say Solomon or crisp, right? I'd have
Does this story have to be necessary?
I'd have
rambling.
No. I'd have 10% of the bag or 25% maybe, right? But he'd eat the rest of the whole bag. He'd inhale it in one sitting, right?
Put them away.
He one big huge bag. He'd inhale the whole bag, right?
You can't leave a bag and fold it and just leave it sitting there. No. You have to finish it. So, if you're not that committed to opening the sale, you have to finish it. I'm like that with Maltesers, Pringles.
No,
there's a couple of
once you pop,
things.
you
For
can't
me,
stop.
Yeah.
I'd have it for 2-3 nights, but with him, you have to eat it all in one sitting. So when he was in a diet, I'd have the bag for 2 or 3 nights, whereas he did
Yeah,
it
that
all
munch
in
bag
one
was
sitting.
full.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that
when-
benefited you then. More money
It
towards the
was,
house.
but it also made me feel kind of shit then that I was eating all that shit food by myself as well. So I kind of hated it as well. Do you get me? But it was funner when he was eating it with me.
Funner.
Funner. Jamie, so with losing the fitness and with losing all the weight and all, did you feel added pressure because how much Chloe is on YouTube and social media, or was it just plainly for you?
Oh, it was all for me. Well, it was for everything really. You know, you feel more confident. Like obviously, Chloe's a good-looking girl. I feel more confident with her if I feel better about myself.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
There was that, and then
It's
there was
for a
just
beta.
just mentally as well. You always feel so much better after you train, and when you have a goal and you fucking smash your goal, you feel so proud of yourself.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
after, like say,
It's nearly emotional when you hit
it
that,
was,
isn't
yeah.
it? Like,
So the day that I finished, right, I put up a post on Instagram, a big spiel about how everyone helped
yeah, I
me.
remember it, yeah.
Yeah, it was. But when I was writing it, I was kind of like, right, it felt like I was
Sobbing
closing
a
a
little
book.
bit.
Like,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
that's at the end of that chapter.
Mm.
But I know it was great. I really enjoyed every bit
You
of it.
look really good looking on this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
He looks good looking all the time, Chloe.
No, I'm saying on TV, it looks great.
This is my good side.
And she wanted
Where?
to swap seats
No,
with
this,
you.
this is my good side. Can I sit like this?
After the 2 holidays, though, it kind of went the other side where I was enjoying myself, but there's
Course.
the yin and yang of it all. Like you have to
But
have a little break.
It's not going to be as hard now. You just need to keep it topped up. Like,
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean?
So-
and did you think that would be easy for you, or you think?
Yeah, because I don't know if it's just for me or anyone, but having somebody there to answer to, you can't make excuses.
Yeah, you're trying.
Yeah, exactly.
And where does he base? Give him a shout out because obviously.
Josh Murray coaching on Instagram.
Yeah, fair play, Josh.
Based in Blanche.
Is it Josh Murray coaching or just Josh Murray?
Josh Murray on Instagram, but it's Josh Murray coaching.
Josh
Yeah.
Murray, yeah.
Yeah, so fair play to him. He's really helped me. He
He's
makes everything
you've
so
done
easy.
coaching with a few people now.
Yeah, but not saying that they were bad.
Yeah,
but
he just suited
it's like,
you.
It's
Yeah.
he does daily check-ins. Like, well,
Yeah.
not. He does a weekly check-in, but you fill out something for
It's a
say,
daily check-in
your,
that you
your
feel
food,
guilty for.
your weight,
Yeah.
everything goes Monday to Friday.
Yeah, I think I remember you
Oh,
showing
Monday,
me
Sunday,
the
sorry.
picture where you have to tick all the boxes and send it back to him and all.
That's
yeah.
why the structure of it makes it so much
Yeah.
easier for you. But it makes it enjoyable as well because you have,
Yeah.
at the end of your day, you have to go, right, this food, this weight, and
Yeah.
like.
And they're like, bollocks, he's going to ask me. I have
Makes
to have
you
everything
feel
in place.
guilty. Yeah,
Yeah,
You're
that's it.
constantly keeping record of yourself.
Yeah. So for
Which
me,
is what you need when you're in that
yeah.
position.
So for me, it made it so much easier that there was somebody on me back. But not saying it was the added pressure, but I didn't want to let him down.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's trying to help me, so I'm gonna
When
give
you're
it
paying
everything.
so
You know
much
what I mean?
money as well, it's just fucking useless.
Yeah,
if you
well,
don't.
I think
It's not too much though.
I think me and Jay owe an apology to someone, did we?
We do, definitely.
We did, yeah. So
110%.
Coach Allen we got us on board, but it was at a bad.
His wasters and didn't take part.
Yeah, no, it was at a bad time for me personally. I don't know what fucking his excuse was. Cycle.
Sometimes you
You're
need someone with you though.
Yeah,
you need to bounce off each other.
and that's why I think it didn't work for me. I was in a like you know the story.
Yeah.
I was in a horrible place, and that's when
you
it all
weren't good
happened.
motivation from.
No,
I
well,
just
he
couldn't-
was he couldn't even cycle.
Yeah, I know.
He struggled to get up a hill, but we'll get there
the
eventually.
gargle really helped though as well. The last 8 weeks before I beat her, I didn't have one drink.
Right.
And say it
See,
was.
I wouldn't drink much anyway, so I'd never have that problem. Like,
Yeah, but I don't know. Anytime if you go out for a drink,
like
kind
shy
of.
food
Or
after
eating
and-
shy food on the Sunday, and if it rolls into Monday, it rolls into Wednesday, and then
Yeah.
you may as well start next Monday.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
It's
the
always
story of
next.
my life. That
It's always next.
It really is. I had full intentions of going on a jog yesterday and I went and got breakfast roll.
you,
Sorry.
you jog down to get breakfast out.
Disaster. But come here, what is it like? Like, obviously, she's fucking. She's joking at all this shit. He's shy at taking pictures now, but
Yeah.
what is it like being with Chloe, like regarding like all the pictures? Because all jokes aside, I can imagine it does get annoying at times.
Do
you know what I mean?
do you know what? Right,
Are you what? I don't mean to cut across you, but I just want to really elaborate on what I'm trying to ask because I know like there's pictures and then there's like, do you have to take a picture of everything?
Yeah.
Like, does it ever get like that?
Yes.
Do you know what it is, right? So she said this to me llast week. It was like I do always say to her, you have so much stuff to put up. you need to get on top of that before you start taking new ones. So then she goes to me there last week. She's like, oh no, that was me summer stuff. I have to start again now. So she needed to get more content and more content. We were going for dinner last week and I was fucking starving. And she goes to me,
wouldn't let you eat.
just have to take a picture here before we go in here. I was like, are you for real? I'm like, we're literally standing outside here waiting to go in. She goes, yeah, just had to get a quick picture over here. And I was in the height, so I was literally just standing back like that. I was like, yeah, you look great. Yeah, this is really easy here. But now, as much as I might moan about it, I love seeing the other side of it where she loves it. Like, I'd love if she'd done it full time. Like, that's how much it does bring that bit of joy.
You want that to be happy.
Exactly, yeah. But I'm not saying that she's miserable in her 9 to 5, but I know she'd be so much happier if that was a full-time job. But it's going that way.
What takes it to that next level, Chloe? Like, what do you need to?
Well, it's a bit of a leap of faith as well. Like, believing in yourself,
having the bottle to do
yourself out there a bit more, and having the bottle really.
Yeah, but maybe
get the mortgage.
That's what I was going to say to you. Focus on like
I can't go full time influencing before I get a mortgage because
you won't get a mortgage.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
When you get a mortgage, for example, I really wanted to go part time in my company, and they were letting me go part time, but I can't go part time because when you're filling out a mortgage, you need to fill out your salary, and you get a mortgage based on you and your partner's salary. And if my salary is a part-time salary, I'll get less of a mortgage. So I need to stay
you're definitely doing the right thing.
Yeah, and it's hard because
nearly there now,
I need to stay full-time for my mortgage. But I'd love to be part-time or even not working at all in a company just for my Instagram. But I feel like if I just worked part-time in my company, I'd be able to do my Instagram, and then I'd still have a solid income exactly from
to help pay the mortgage. Contribute without Jamie doing all the work.
My back being broke down exercise.
I'd be able to, if I just work part-time, that would literally pay off the mortgage or whatever. But I feel like that to get a mortgage, I need to work full-time because you need to have a full-time salary in order to get a really good mortgage, and I can't do that.
And how close are you to that now? Would you be close enough? Or?
So our savings goal that the mortgage
you don't need to mention what you have or not.
I don't need to mention.
That.
Okay, I was going to, but I won't. But our mortgage broker gave us a savings goal, and we reached out a couple of weeks ago, so we were delighted with ourselves. But we need to have 6 months clean accounts for our...
No Paddy Power, Jamie.
No.
Just D as well.
Just D should actually be taken more serious than Paddy Power.
Yeah, we'd give them more money than Paddy Power.
I actually put up a post.
Just D, is that a worry? Because I give them a lot of money.
If we give them a lot of money, especially now that I'm not traded.
Hang on, Martin, what is that?
We switched to Bank of Ireland because the lady from Bank of Ireland used to come up to our job to do a little kind of workshop about getting your mortgage. You could just go and ask her stuff.
Oh, you're serious about Just D?
Yeah, I was asking her, like, saying, like, so is this really a thing? Because everyone says the bookie bit.
Oh, I thought he was joking.
Yeah, no, the bookie bit I understand, but the fella that we were talking to...
Just Eat. No, I order off Just Eat a lot, so I need more information.
The same logic applies to the bookie part. So if you're saying, like, you've 20 quid left in the bank, don't spend that on a bet, or don't go to Just Eat and buy 20 quid's worth of food. You need to show you can keep that. So
we always make sure we have, like, at least 100 quid left in our bank account before payday. Yeah, okay, Try.
Struggling to keep 100 quid.
Yeah, it's going on ASOS and me, so but anyways, our mortgage broker gave us a goal to reach, and we reached it a couple of weeks ago, whatever. But we also need to have 6 months clean accounts, which is really hard.
So the savings goal is to get approved for the mortgage.
Yeah.
And so now you just need 6 months clean.
Yeah. So
so you're nearly there.
Oh yeah.
But our 6 months clean.
We could be applying in January.
We're gonna apply in January because we could apply. We could apply in December, but there's also bank exemptions, and they're approved every year, so they're kind of gone in December. So in January there's fresh exemptions and shit. So we're going to apply in January. They also take...
He's carrying you through this podcast.
We'll be carrying her home as well.
They also take a really long time to get back to in January because such a build-up of applications and shit, so they're not going to get back to us until
where are these looking to buy?
Lucan,
You want to buy Lucan?
Yeah.
You're moving over this side,
I don't want to. I love Blanche, but I don't want to live in Blanche.
Yeah, I wouldn't be the biggest fan of Blanche now.
No, I love Blanche, and I love all the people that come.
Yeah, no, it is. Just because I am a Southside, I prefer.
No, but I love Blanche, and I love all the people I've ever met in Blanche, but I don't want to live in Blanche. I love Lucan, so I want to live in Lucan.
I'm easy, and it just keeps me happy.
And he just keeps me happy, so he has no choice really.
It's only 10 minutes away.
Well, like Lucan is so close to Blanche. It's not like it's all the way in Crumlin or something. It's literally in Lucan. So I want to live in Lucan, and me and Emma found the perfect house in Lucan that we want to buy.
There's
and we
nothing
can't
worse
because
though
we're not
looking on
mortgage
Daft
approved.
and you don't have the money right now and
I
it's
keep
that's me
looking
dream
on Daft. I keep falling in love with a house. Imagine me.
It breaks your
Just
heart.
don't be looking. Don't be looking
I
again.
don't look. Emma sends me houses going, this house is perfect. And then she sends me a house, right? She sends me a house and I go, oh, it hasn't got a side gate. And then she goes, oh, but this and that and the location and this and that. And then I look at it and I'm like, oh my God, I'd love that house. And then me and Jamie fell in love with a house this week and we really, really want it. And now we're like, we're not mortggage proof. We'll never get this house. And now
I don't look because I don't want to even
I feel like when I'm
tease
mortgage
myself.
It's just
approved,
window shopping, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I feel like when I'm mortgage approved, I'll never get a house that I'll look for, and you only have 6 months to use that window. I'm afraid that there's not going to be any houses that I like in that window.
You're swinging that hand forward and forward, I swear to God.
Give me that.
You're taking your life in your hands.
Yeah.
I know.
Look like happy. You look like you're about to swing a golf ball now.
He knows how messy I am, that's why.
Yeah, we do now.
You should probably stop drinking
I just hope you don't text me tomorrow, Jay. Take that podcast.
Go on, Jay, ask me more questions. Come on, ask me more. Come on.
Right, what else have I got for you here?
Do you have enough in your bank to pay for the carpet cleaner tomorrow?
Yes.
No.
Who's your dream realistic collaboration?
The Did You Hear show.
Like brands, yeah.
Well, or
Fair play,
other
man.
influencer. That's a
Plug.
great shout, by the way.
Like I'm more so a fashion influencer, so my fashion.
Do you not know we have merch?
Coming soon.
Do you? Do you actually?
No, not yet.
No, you don't. I
Maybe
need
one
to.
day.
I think it's very childish bringing out merch when you're not doing 200 followers. Do you know what I mean?
No.
If you all buy a t-shirt, we're
I could
laughing.
wear your t-shirts
Yeah, exactly.
on this.
The boys are
podcast.
dying to get bleeding. I don't drink tea. They're dying to get fucking
the mugs.
cups and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd wear a nice Did You Hear show t-shirt. I think it'd be cool.
Thanks.
But
We'll send you one,
Hoodies
Chloe,
and
when we get
t-shirts,
them in.
definitely.
Definitely a hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd buy both.
Yeah.
yeah, I'd buy a hoodie.
We
Yeah, a
wouldn't
black
charge
hoodie.
us.
Yeah. But
A
anyways,
few
yeah.
snapbacks. Continue, sorry.
Thanks, Jay. My dream collab would probably be like ASOS or Pretty Little Thing.
Zara, you never shut up about Zara.
No,
They're not
Zara
sweatshops.
don't do collabs.
Don't talk about the sweatshop.
Right. And what about influencer? Because you see, like I'm seeing a lot of collaborations happening in that field now. Like I seen Ellie Kelly and Charlene Murphy. Is that her name?
Yeah.
They're doing a podcast now.
Podcast, yeah.
Yeah. Like
Hold your drink, yeah.
Do you have any dream collaborations with fellow?
With influencers?
Yeah.
Not really. No.
No.
No. If I was to bring out, I don't know, a collaboration with my favourite influencer, probably Makeup by Jodie.
I don't
You
know.
know her? No.
No.
Yeah, if I was to bring out like a brand or a podcast in someone that's within my
Would you do a
like-
podcast though?
me, I don't listen to podcasts. I don't feel like I
You
have.
certainly
didn't-
fucking talk for one anyway.
I didn't.
no
Chloe, I didn't listen to podcasts before the
Do you
start.
not?
This.
No, I feel like it'd be really hypocritical if I brought out a podcast and I don't listen to podcasts.
You'd run out
But
of
if I
space
brought
on
out
the
a
laptop.
podcast,
First episode.
what did you say? What did you say?
You run out of space on your laptop.
First episode. Stop recording.
that's
That's why I'm so bad at YouTube
It just
videos.
blows up after
That's
an episode.
one, an insult, and two, the truth.
No, it's
That
only,
laptop would tap out after
if
one
I brought
episode.
out a podcast, the only podcast person who I'd collab with would be probably Jolie, because we're both on the same level and we're both so chatty and we're both so down
You
to
don't need
earth
time
and
for it
have-
though. Like
and have so
you
much
need a
to
lot of
chat
time for
about.
it.
Yeah.
Like, I think me and Jolie would do really good podcasts, but yeah, I don't listen to podcasts. I don't feel like I should.
We'll
bring out a
clip
podcast.
this and we'll send it to her and see what she thinks.
Yeah, yeah.
You can rent the studio. We'll give you a different background. Do you
Can I
listen?
rent the studio over there? Can
Yeah,
I,
no, what? Yeah. Do you listen to podcasts, Jamie?
I went on a bit of a buzz of Joe Rogan. I was listening to just all the top people that he had on.
Yeah, well, I do that now. When I go to sleep, I listen to
It just depends on the
Joe.
guest, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
100%, yeah.
It's even with I've gone mad on YouTube channels lately. Do you know Ben Foster? He has the Cycling
he is,
GK.
Yeah,
Here,
quality.
I
he has
only
a podcast now as well. You know that, don't you?
Does he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't-
Podcast, yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But I got stuck into his YouTube channel one day. So I watched
Deadly
like
looking
10
at
of his
the
videos.
behind the scenes. And
Yeah,
all,
yeah,
isn't
just
it?
like
Quality.
pre-match.
Yeah.
Say like meals the night before and all that. So I wonder if he's going to bring one out now after getting thumped by Liverpool 5-0. Because I'll be fucking watching that one. But yeah, YouTube channel's more so for me. Max Tunin is, I don't know if he's known.
That's the fella you were telling me
I
about at the
fucking
party.
love
yeah.
this fella.
Max Tunin, I love him.
Yeah, but so there's him. the cycling GK. I didn't know about Gary Neville's
overlap.
Yeah, the overlap until he had Roy Keane on it. And that is a fucking great listen. Well, I watched it because on YouTube.
He actually has a podcast as well, but it's kind of shit because it's in the like commentary mics.
I think that's more for Sky though.
Yeah, but no, podcast wise, I'd literally only listen to the odd Joe Rogan or. I need to start listening to yours more anyway, that's for sure.
Well, look, I don't listen
to podcasts.
I'd rather watch something.
I listen to about 10 minutes of a podcast, that's it.
I didn't actually realise that you had the YouTube, like that you put the videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
So
well, it's only
I like listening to something. Watching something.
So do we.
The same.
Like something that you can watch when you're having your dinner or like on your own, obviously, not with her. But yeah, just something I can watch, something that'll keep me interested. But I do find if I'm listening to something, I'll either zone out or if it's really
something will take over or something.
Yeah,
I find
there's the odd thing on Spotify. Did you listen to The Witness?
Amazing.
Yeah,
the Milkman.
Really good. From Whitetown, from Blanchard.
Yeah, I know a few people in the story.
Unreal. And that is really interesting. If you want, that's
the best podcast I've ever listened to, hands down.
Yeah,
did you finish it?
You actually sent
I sent it to you too. So I have something in the pipeline. That's gonna be similar to that.
Yeah.
That I haven't told anyone about. That's gonna be huge, and no one can tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Now,
so I started that and finished it in the one day.
Yeah, so you don't know. I didn't tell anybody about this because
this.
You know what I had a bad habit of doing. I still did because I nearly done it the other day. I have a bad habit of telling everyone what I'm doing.
Yeah,
and then,
I do that a lot.
Yeah, and then not following through with it. Yeah. So I said, fuck this time I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm going to release it and it's going to be huge. That's what I think anyway. That's my plans. So let's talk more action. That's my new thing now.
Emma always says to me, stop telling people your plans, just do them. Because I used to tell people and then they copy off me, other influencers.
We had
a guest on, didn't we?
We had a guest on who tried to copy everything we done.
Yeah.
Really?
Literally, I copped it. Like I was quick to say.
Chloe cops everything as well.
Yeah, no.
I tell everybody my things.
I read them. No, we won't say his name.
Do it.
I read him like a book, basically.
Yeah.
Read him like a book. I caught him out a few times as well.
Is he in the comedy sector?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Just keep asking more questions then.
Yeah.
Did he recently get a strike?
Everyone. Where am I going?
Just keep it
right. So, what else have we got here?
Go on, more intimate questions. Go on,
more intimate.
Who is your favourite influencer? You can't say the girl you done on the podcast because I already mentioned her.
Jodie, okay. My favourite influencer would
like who would you kind of look up to and say like, you know, she's good.
Do you know what? Who was the
first
one? I
don't really have one.
You do. You definitely have.
You have to.
Anyone that you go to for your little fashion inspo.
Kim K or something, I suppose.
Sophie Murray, Hattie Bourne, maybe. I don't really have someone that's like my
You have people that you watch all the time though.
I love Tara Maynard, Sophie Murray, Hattie Bourne, Tila Nicker. Like they're not my like go to, but I bounce off them now and then. I love them and their stories or their YouTubes every now and then. Oh, Molly May, obviously.
Everyone loves Molly May, don't they?
Olivia Neal. I love Olivia Neal on her YouTubes. I love her too. But nobody like that I'd be like proper invested into.
Speaking of Molly May, is Tommy gonna fight Jake Paul?
I've seen that. It's all but done now,
Yeah, it's all but done,
Yeah,
absolutely.
What, really?
Yeah.
Is he?
Tyson said he'll stop in boxing if he loses.
Did you see what he has to change his name to if he loses?
Tommy
Fumbles.
For a year. He has to do that for a year, yeah.
Hey, you have to give Jake credit for all that shit. He's a black belt at that.
Yeah, don't to ride him, shut up.
Poor Thornton Woodley went and got the tattoo.
Shut up, he lost you bleeding €20, didn't he?
Yeah, but Big Daddy Tyson got it back from me.
That's because I felt sorry for you, that's all.
Yeah,
but
go on, more questions.
What's the plan? Like, why did you start YouTube? What made you start YouTube?
I started YouTube because I just wanted to grow on their platform and I just really wanted to record videos of, because people loved watching my stories. They said I love you had YouTube for vlogs and stuff. So I just started vlogging.
They
and
do be
then
great crack though. Like
no,
being a part
I love
of them.
vlogging, but it's just so time consuming editing them.
It's very hard, isn't it? People don't realise how hard it is.
They don't understand especially when you do a 7-day vlog.
Watch your hand there.
Yeah, I know. And
Jamie, you just hold that for her.
There's so much content over 7 days of vlogging,
Still
and
getting
then
closer to the goal.
It's like she wants to do it again.
It's in our head now. She's trying to do it.
there's so much content over 7 days
Give
of
us a shout when
vlogging.
you want this up, right?
There's so much content.
Just get a big extra long straw. Sorry, Chloe. Go. Yeah, I have to try and say that about 5 times.
I know. There's so much content over 7 days of vlogging that, like, when you actually come to vlog, editing it, like, it's like over an hour, and then you're like, oh my god, it's so long. And then you put it up, and then it's only 20 minutes of an actual video, but people don't appreciate it enough, and they're like, oh my god, it took me so long to edit. And I love doing YouTube videos and stuff, but oh my god, it's so time consuming.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
It's really
but
time consuming.
Look, isn't it amazing the way you get to look back and everything?
No, but
and you have them memories.
We only stayed in
glamping.
we done
glamping.
glamping in.
I
That
watched
was
the episode as
unreal.
well,
That was literally one of the best overnights
Yeah,
that
I
we've done ever.
love that. Yeah,
It was better than the fucking Royal Marine Hotel.
I liked that bit of advice, Chloe. Don't stay too close to other campers because you can hear them going at it. That's
We
what
were
you
down
You're
in the
going to
corner.
knock around glamping and stay in
Number 11.
11.
Yeah.
11. That's all they're the ones you're going to hear them doing it. So.
Did you just hear people going at it?
No,
No,
we
we
were in
actually
TP11, we couldn't hear it, but other ones were too close, and you can hear people's conversations and stuff. I just wouldn't be into that. I want my own privacy, so.
And you said the curry was one of the best in the business.
Oh,
Top of the pops.
Yeah.
Top of the
Jamie's still
pops.
talking about it. It's €25. We got chicken curry, shredded chicken
money.
balls, fried rice, chips,
The
chicken
value
balls.
for money.
Yeah.
Oh, it was €25 with delivery, and it brought it down to a TP. It was unreal. It was so good. It was so good.
Brought down the
What a night, yeah.
Who's that living the life, aren't they?
Oh, stop. And you had 2 fridges as well, I seen.
Yeah.
2 fridges. The back.
Give
I
us
didn't
one
expect
studio, yeah.
Yeah, with money now.
Come on, watch them all. I didn't expect to see that bathroom. I was expecting just a little toilet. When I seen that bathroom, I was like, that's whopper.
Yeah.
I was
It was like a
expecting
proper
TP as
hotel.
well.
Like,
Yeah.
And they're all like that.
It was nicer than Margaret's bathroom, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, she's definitely on Harvey Norman right now looking for a new bathroom. Jamie, I fucked more work for you. Are you the man of the house now, Jamie?
No, I'm not. No.
No. Steve's
No?
man in the house.
Steve's the man in the house.
Yeah,
he
you
is,
give him that title.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve's man in the house, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
He lives there though. We don't.
Steve lives
I know
there,
we
yeah.
stay there a lot, but it's not.
Steve's man
not
in the
my
house, yeah.
Yeah.
Axel's the man in the gaff.
Yeah, Axel is the man in the gaff. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So,
Shout out Axel. We said we were going to shout him out.
yeah, he's asleep right now.
Axel, I
surprised.
love you.
So, what's the big plans, Chloe? What's the plans going forward?
So basically, I know everyone's asking, can I leave my job full time to go influencing? The answer is no, I can't, because I need to have a consistent income for a mortgage, right?
Yeah, we covered that part.
After, just confirming it, after I get my mortgage, I will hopefully go part-time my job. So I have a consistent income coming in, but I can also have a lot more free time to do Instagram work and stuff as well. But yeah, after that, I just hope to do more Instagram posts, do a lot more YouTube videos, and do you know where people are growing
YouTube
a
is
lot
where
more?
you can go and
TikTok.
make more money.
TikTok.
I'm
People
surprised you haven't jumped on that sooner.
TikTok. I know. 'cause
You wouldn't be a good dancer, though, would you?
No,
makeup
no,
tutorials.
Jay,
You wouldn't have
I
any
am
rhythm, like.
I'm a poxy dancer.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
No, I mean, I'm like, I am a terrible dancer, like really, really bad dancer. So that's where I don't grow on TikTok. But
Well, you don't have to dance on TikTok.
No,
There's loads of
you
other
have to
shit.
be
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
You have to either be a good dancer or be like incredibly good looking or have a really interesting life for people that
don't
do
agree
like
with
New
that.
York
No,
calls
you
and
don't.
shit.
You need that.
It's
Just
just
put
your
out good
personality.
content.
Yeah, if you have a good
it's
personality,
consistency.
you can
Yeah.
Consistency is the
Yeah.
main thing on every single
No, but the
platform.
thing is
Yeah.
on
I dare
TikTok,
anyone to challenge me on
Yeah,
that.
but also
You can-
personality as well.
Oh yeah, you
No,
need to
but
have
on
the crack as
TikTok-
well. Yeah.
on TikTok, you can blow up over nothing. Like my friend, for example, my friend painted.
Don't discredit her now.
No, my friend painted by Kira. I love you. She does so many TikToks, and I've stolen many of her TikTok transitions. She is so good at TikTok, right? And she is how I've like grown into loving TikTok. She is so good at it. But for example, she does so many TikTok like get ready with me's and like ugly to pretty transitions, you know, where it just does unready to ready. And then on one TikTok, she was like just doing like some like shot with her sister or whatever, and that blew up to like 1 million views, and she got
Very nice.
so many like followers on TikTok just from that one thing, and she put up on her story going, I spend hours doing TikTok makeup, get ready with me, and this is the one video that blows up. So it literally just
It's look as well. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
100%.
It literally is look at I draw depending on which TikTok video blows up. Like so,
It's the right video at the right time.
it is the right video at the right time with the right song with the right trend. So I've always just gone from that. Then there's no point putting hours into a video because the shittest videos always blow up. Because I go through my For You page and I'd be like, that song isn't even on trend, or like that's an old one, or that's somebody speaking, and it just blow up and stuff. So it literally just
It's like around with the Fleetwood Mac song.
Yeah,
Thinking,
the cranberry juice
going
literally just going down as
and now his
and it
life
blew up.
changed.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So
That's all it takes.
sorry, Jay, go ahead.
Chloe, like, not to be negative or anything or be pessimistic or anything, but would you have a backup plan if this career choice didn't go in your favour?
That glass is still too close to hold.
Yes, it's very close.
Dangerous.
You gotta fuck it over me for answering that question.
Just stop doing that.
Yeah.
Stop swimming.
Yeah, jazz hands.
You're on land, Chloe.
I'm passionate, okay? Yeah, so the good thing is I actually have a degree to follow me up. So I did 4 years of German and accounting in Maynooth University. So if I do fail at this influence and shit, I do have a degree to hold me up. So
It's not just looks. Just the
Yeah.
brains as well.
So my job right now, my job is
However,
based-
her brain is probably 30% functional.
Ah, she's geared. Not there, Yeah.
So my
You can
job,
see it in the eyes. She looks like Martin.
There's no point looking at him. I'm watching it on camera.
So my job right now, I am a German content analyst. So I do need my degree right now for my job because it is German based. But as I'm saying, my job is ridiculously easy that you could do my job if you just had Google Translate with them.
Well, what are you doing now, though?
Like, what have you done wrong for this son?
What is your job now, Chloe? I actually don't know what you do.
My job right
Don't
now
think
is
anyone
I don't. Everyone
think
thinks
I do.
everyone thinks I work for Google. I don't work for Google. I work for a Google vendor. So basically, Google owns my company and they pay my company less for us to do work. So if I did the work directly for Google, I get paid a lot more. But they hire my company, and my company pay us a lot less.
Right, I didn't
Google
ask you what
pays.
your company done. I asked what you done.
But I do German site links. So basically, when you Google, right, I beat the hotels and
Right.
Booking.com will come up and it'll be like pay now, pay later, car rental, villas or whatever, and all them little blue links under Booking.com before it goes to like Travel Republic and American Holidays.
So
and all that shit.
the paid links basically.
Then but them little links under Booking.com, like them little tiny links, like pay now, car rental, is what my job is. They're called site links,
Right.
and I do them for German Google.
Is that boring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's very repetitive, is
Yeah.
it?
No,
It looks it.
but it's a really repetitive job. But I also love
Why
it.
did he hire, like, no, discredit to you, but why did he hire an English person? Surely it'd be easier for a German person
Because
to do it.
their job is based in Ireland and there's very limited people that speak German. So most of their team are German speakers and they're native Germans. But other people that need to fill their job are people with German degrees, aka me.
Right.
So like 60% of my team would be from German, Austria, or Switzerland because they all speak German.
Why German?
Me. Because it's
It's a translation to German.
It's a
Isn't
business language. It's the world leading business language after Mandarin.
All right, so you thought about
Did
that.
not know that.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Let's learn something new every
You
day.
learn something new every day, folks.
German is the European world's business language.
I thought China or something would have been Chinese.
No, European
European,
world's
sorry.
business language is German. But if you're going world, it's Mandarin because most of the popularity of the whole world speak Mandarin. Then it's English.
Can I ask you, what does Huchenheufensnuff mean at? Honestly, does it mean that?
No.
No?
No.
Where did you get that?
Because one of the boys always say, not me job now, and me last job, they used to always say, Huchenheufensnuff. And I used to thought it was like, fuck you in German or something. But it's obviously just a lot of fucking sound like German words that he used or whatever.
It's so not authentic that I can't even translate what it is. So I don't know what you're saying.
So it's not a real word.
No. It probably is, but I don't know what you're saying.
Right.
No.
Maybe that's the drink.
If I had the German tone, and we sound better.
Huchenheufensnuff. Yeah, no.
It's like David Hasselhoff and dodgeball.
Jamie, what
good save.
What are you looking to do now in the future? Are you happy where you are in your job? Are you looking to go get promotion or?
Well, I know we were talking about me going away. I think in the position that I'm in now, to progress, I'd need to go away. Well, not necessarily I'd have to, but you kind of get more opportunities if you kind of put yourself out there to go to other countries and kind of start looking after jobs. But I don't know if that's what I want to do, because me and my mate run a little side hustle, CL Electrical.
Are you allowed to say that?
What?
Are you allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Probably not, actually, no.
Any chance can you edit that part?
Yeah, can you get rid of that part?
No,
I'd like to.
He has an Instagram page, CL Electrical.
No, shut up. Just be quiet, will you? Just be quiet.
You got one too many.
Can't
Sit the
say
fuck
that.
down. Look at his
Anyway.
face, he doesn't know.
But anyway, I would like to go out on my own.
Yeah, you'd like to go out on your own in the
But-
future, yeah?
Want to travel.
Yeah.
Definitely. When
So
we go away,
maybe when you get you a house, you could rent it out and travel a bit
That's
then.
what
Is
we're
that
doing.
plan,
That's
yeah.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the plan.
We're planning going to Canada or Australia.
for how long? Just a year?
As
I wouldn't.
long
I
as the
don't
world
think.
takes us.
I don't think I'd want to put a timestamp on it. Like if we're going away, just see what happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Just go with the flow. If you
Yeah.
love it, stay. If you don't, fuck off somewhere
Yeah,
else.
exactly. Yeah.
Did you ever consider? I seen the little van conversions. You ever see them? Would you ever consider that like that?
Yeah, that'd be deadly.
I went down a
But she
rabbit
wouldn't
hole
be
on
out for it.
YouTube. I went down a rabbit hole on YouTube.
What's that?
Basically,
You
people
turn a van into a gaff, basically.
into a mini home. Yeah.
That'd be deadly.
Oh, I'd love to do
That
it.
would be deadly.
Imagine like your back garden turns into anywhere in the world. Like.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do it.
I need another van for my wardrobe, but yeah, it'd be good, yeah.
Yeah, so two vans. You drive one, he
Yeah,
drives the other.
I've got
Watch
my
that one
wardrobe.
there, yeah.
Chloe from the block is back.
I am weary of the morning, okay? I know it.
Right, well, believe it or not, we're actually going on for 3 hours, so I think we're going to leave it there.
Are we?
Yeah.
2:23, lads.
Yeah, 2:23, yeah.
We're on 2 hours.
2:23.
Yeah, 2.5
2:23.
hours, yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, swear to God, yeah.
Just enough
He's
time
actually
for
not
a
even
bottle
lying.
of wine. What, Chloe?
Yeah.
What? You haven't asked me fuck all. Come on.
Because you haven't stopped talking. Can't get a question in.
Part 2 coming soon. Without the wine.
Yeah, 2.5 hours, yeah.
No, you're not.
There was a good 40-minute straight where you just kept going. More questions. More questions.
Every question we asked him, you answered. You know what I mean?
There's gonna have to be a little edit, I think, on the end of this episode. But what I will say is it was fucking great crack having you on.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
Chloe, have you anything you need to promote or anything before you go?
No, nothing.
Nothing at all.
No, nothing.
You want a sponsorship from that 120? Well, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure. We'll definitely do it again.
Yeah, it's been
we'll,
good crack,
we'll
lads,
do it
definitely.
again with 2 waters next
I
time.
can't believe that's been 2 hours. What the
Yeah. This is how much
you can
fun.
say it.
Time flies, doesn't
This
it?
is how much fun when you come on the Did You Hear show. Simple as that.
Sorry?
Jay, and
Thanks for having us.
finish up on.
No, just breath the fresh air. Fair play to you. You had us being cracking up all being nice. So fair play. Hopefully you do come back,
Jay
Jamie.
and
Nice
Jay
to
and
meet you.
Martin,
crack, lads.
thanks so much.
Martin,
Yeah,
anything
fair
to
play.
finish up on?
Absolute blast, lads. Everyone at home, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
Get that in somewhere now.
Yeah,
exactly.
I like
So
it.
we're going to leave it there, folks. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week when we are joined by, who's next week?
The big
Is
man,
it-
is it the hooligan?
I think it is the
Oh,
hooligan.
Paddy Houlihan. Yeah,
Oh, is it, yeah?
let me confirm that.
Hopefully.
Tune
Hey,
in.
did you have me on last week's mention?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Alright,
If you had
yeah,
watched it, you
Yeah,
would know
watch
that.
the
Yeah,
fucking show and you know.
If you follow them at least.
I know.
The worst
Doesn't even
part
follow
is-
the page.
That's what I mean. The worst part is she's your
I
family.
do
you know what I
follow
mean?
the
Like,
page, actually.
I seen she promoted another podcast actually last week. I won't get
She
into
did
that.
not.
But
What
anyway,
Hang on, what podcast did I promote?
We're not saying it. We're not.
I'm only
promoting.
joking anyway. I think it's a friend of yours.
We're all scared of Chloe from the block. Just
Yeah.
leave it like that.
Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and definitely subscribe because the
100%.
episodes that are coming up are gonna get.
Yeah.
They won't be as good as this one, but they'll be good. Right,
Yeah.
Martin, see you out, brother.
See you, lads.
Love yous, bye.
Peace.